Just claim your victory and stand fast in your destiny. Your faith will draw him close to you. He is here. He is near. I can feel him in the atmosphere. If it feels like he's far away, your faith will draw him close to you. Your faith will draw him close to you. He is near. He is here. I can feel him in this atmosphere. If it feels like he's far away, your faith will draw him close to you. So glad your faith can draw him close to you. Just have your faith, it will draw him close to you. It is your faith, it will draw him close to you. Draw him close to you.
Let's go! Yo! This is a message to all believers. We're not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yo! Listen! Living in a time where evil's staring in your face. Yeah. Problem situations, tragedies are commonplace. Persecution running rampant, it makes you wanna lose your faith, yeah. But please don't be discouraged, just remember he's the way. Yeah. Let your light shine. Gave his son, so the world it's in him who should believe. Everybody shout! Even from the mountain, even in the valley low. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Can't keep it a secret. I don't let the whole world know. Listen, I get so excited at the mention of his name. Yeah. Said there's no way that I can hide it. It's written all over my face. So tell me who else would love me after all the wrong I've done. So don't expect me to keep quiet. I'm about to lose control. Yeah. Gave me the victory, I'll tell the world. This joy I have, the world didn't give it. This joy I have, so the world can't take it away. Say tell it, say tell it. If God's been good to you, you gotta lift your hands, you gotta lift your voice. Tell the world how He brought you through. Tell it I'm not ashamed.
If you got a little rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, gon' hit your stride. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the grooves get good, go right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got grab the tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch and walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. So I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. When my eyes can't get it right. Faith will be my guide. And I'll follow through the trouble. When I don't understand, I will surrender to your plan for me. Don't clap your hands, everybody. I say to me, don't fail me now. Don't chase it, ready? Yeah, somehow I walk. You know the plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. I will trust you. So here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. I'm walking. Yeah. My eyes can't get it right. Yeah. Faith will be my guide. And even through the trouble, I don't understand. I'll relinquish all my plans.
Good Lord, open up door. Took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I will get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet. Don't fail me now.
Go ahead, get Papa.
I'm a walking. Oh yeah. I'm walking. I'm walking. I'm walking.
Hey, y'all, it's Thursday morning. It's Thursday morning, April the 3rd, 7:37. Like an airplane. Hey, 7:37. Like an airplane. Hey. What's up, y'all? It is Thursday, April the 3rd. My goodness, it's already April, and you are in April, in the month of April. You are locked in with Zeke Live. That's right, you, and you. You're locked in with Zeke Live in the morning, and I'm telling y'all, this is a great way to start your day. We are a great way to start your day. I'm not saying I think we're a great way to start your day. I'm not saying I believe it. I got faith in it. No. That just is what it is. It's a great way to start your day. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror of this camera. So I'm talking to myself, telling myself it's a great way to start the day because I'm tired. Man, I'm telling y'all, it's crazy getting up so early, man. It's crazy getting up so early and getting on and trying to figure out what you're going to talk about, what you're going to say and all that stuff. But here we are. We are on here. Let me give some quick shout outs real quick to some folks that's here. I told y'all, man, we are a great way to start your day. It's difficult to get up, but we get up, we do it, and it's always good by the time it's done. By the time the show is done, I tell y'all, I'm energized. I'm ready for the day. Sometimes I go take a nap, but I'm ready for the day. And I hope the same happens for you. I tell y'all, it is a great way to start your day. Let's start it off like this. Over on the Instagram side, I got to watch Instagram. I got it loaded up over here so I can see if and when comments so happen to pop up. But shout out to Mr. Rob Pope. What's up, Rob Pope? Long time, man. How's it been? Yo. He said a lot can happen in the month of April. Trust God. Y'all can't see the comment over here, but on Instagram, Rob Pope wants y'all to know a lot can happen in the month of April. So trust God. That's that. We can say amen and hang up right there. There you go. Trust God. Yo. Let's give a shout out to. If I can load it. There it is. Jeremy D. Sanders, Pastor Jeremy Sanders. He was one of our special guests a couple weeks ago. Maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. He was one of our special guests, and y'all heard the intro with Not Ashamed, that song. Yeah, that Sounds the Kingdom. That's the group that he leads, and that's him singing on the leads, and that Fred Hammond cadence is just all over that song, boy. That song is oily. Not Ashamed is the name of the song. Not Ashamed. You definitely want to go and pick that up. Let's shout out our girl, Jamaica Lachey. And by the way, Jeremy Sanders gets the first comment of the day. First comment of the day goes to Jeremy Sanders. But our second comment came from Miss Jamaica Lachey. You also heard her in the introduction. She was rapping on the song I'm Walking. So shout out to that. Man, speaking of I'm Walking, while I'm Walking was playing, I was trying to figure out, was anybody else dancing? Matter of fact, it wasn't even when I'm Walking was playing. When Sounds the Kingdom was playing, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed, but not ashamed. When that song was playing, I was trying to figure out, man, who else was dancing? Because couldn't be no way that I was the only one that was up in here. I was like, I'm ready to go live, but I knew I would have messed up the intro. Like, I was ready to go in and get we was jamming. Man, shout out to y'all. Let's give a real quick shout out right here, Mr. Marcus Johnson, aka DJ Red. Yeah. We're gonna have him on one day. We're gonna do a DJ set where we could just dance the whole day away. You just play some jams and just have a good time. We're gonna do that one time, Red. You just let me know what your schedule is like, and we're gonna work it out. We're gonna make it happen. Yo, that's DJ Red, though. Yes, it is the month of April. I'm sorry, no, you didn't say April. That says Ayo. I can't read. Oh my God. Yes, it is Thursday already. Can y'all believe that? Okay, we ain't finna do this. Mustache hairs poking me. And I know what somebody gonna say. Well, you need to trim it. No, I want to see what happens.
But yeah, man, can y'all believe it? We have reached Thursday already. Like, my goodness, right? The time just passes. The time just flies. And, you know, you got to make the most of it. That's why we want people to walk away feeling encouraged, feeling like they can, you know, take the day. They can take their dreams, reach their goals. That's why we want people to do that, because the time flies, man. Yeah, it's Thursday already. It's April. It's 3 days into April already. You know, it's real. That's what happens, yeah? Let's give a shout out to our girl, Brony Cat, saying good morning. Hold on, wait a minute, because I know she put it in here. Where is it at? Boom, look. If I had to scroll down a little bit, there it is right there. She want to make sure y'all know where you at. You're locked in with Zeke Live in the Morning with Zeke, Eric, and Richard. Grab your favorite morning drink and vibe with Zeke Locked. Now, I had to leave the house this morning, so I got me some Dunkin' Donuts. We didn't have any coffee in the house. I didn't have my one of my favorites, which is Javalia, that French roast. Like, we didn't have none of that left. I drank the last of it yesterday, so I had to run around the corner to Dunkin' Donuts. So I'm drinking Dunkin' today. I don't know, what are y'all drinking? I'm not much of a Starbucks person, but you know, go ahead and grab your coffee, grab your tea, make sure you got that. Yo, Vivian, what's up? Oh, still love this song. Hey, and watch this. I got on my own gear today. I'm a big boy. Got my own song and my own gear. Thank you. Shout out. Yo, Kankakee in the house, for real. Yo, and then we got to give a shout out right here. Of course, Eric's mama, Mrs. JP Ride Out, is on here. Y'all know mama hangs out with us, and we love to definitely shout her out. Y'all got to always show her love, show her some hearts, all of that, because that's mama. That's one of the mothers of the show. So y'all show the mother of the show some love. That's one of the mothers of the show. So always good to see her. I was looking for the comment yesterday, and I saw it after we logged off. I was looking for, I always know it's a good show when at the end of the show, she gives us that little bit of encouragement, that little motherly love that just simply says, great show, guys. Or, you know, great show. This was informative. Like, she'll say some encouraging word to us in the comments at the end of the show. And I went off yesterday without looking for that comment, and I saw it after the fact, and I was like, dang it. But I always know it's a good show when Mama JP gets on to say it's a good show. So y'all make sure to show her some love so that she'll tell us it's a good show at the end of it all. Y'all make sure. And right here, y'all give a shout out to the one and only Pastor Bill Ellis. There he goes, APC Morgan Park. Y'all know y'all can catch me over there on Sundays as well. I sing them, he preach them. That's how. On Sundays, and today is a busy day. We're actually gonna be in a service on tonight, so yes, y'all make sure if you're not doing anything tonight at 7:00, be over at APC 114th and Vincennes. It's a service, a quick service, but you know, it's a time to just worship, have some impartation, if you will. We'll have that time, so feel free to come on over 114th and Vincennes if you're in the Chicago area. Now, if you're not in the Chicago area, you can't catch us in person, but you can catch us live on what's the thing I be telling y'all to go to? YouTube. You can catch us live on YouTube, APC Morgan Park. So type that in. That's where you can catch me on Sundays and all that. This mustache hair is wearing me out. My goodness. It is just like these little hairs just be popping up, doing all kinds. My God. Irritating. I need to put some grease on it. So shout out to Pastor Bill Ellis. Yep, I'll be up there as soon as we get off of here. Guess what, y'all? I gotta go into the office and I gotta do stuff up there, and we got stuff. It's a long day today. It's gonna be a busy Thursday. And like I said, we made it to Thursday. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta give this shout out though real quick. My cousin Bam Bam, who tried to call me like a week ago. Y'all hear me all the time saying people try to call me and I'll be like, I'm finna call them back, and I'll be forgetting. My cousin Bam is one of those ones. He's one of those ones. Bam, I owe you a call. I love you, cousin. That's my cousin out in Philly. Y'all know I got a lot of family in the Philly area, right? Like the Philadelphia, so that general corridor, Philly, Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, a lot of family through there. So that's where my grandfather is from. So shout out to my cousin. When I was younger, he made me a Dallas Cowboys fan. I've since matured out of that, but I've since matured, but yeah, there you have it. And then once again, I'm gonna go over here to the Instagram comment one more time. Real Rob Pope, the real Rob Pope, Mr. Rob Pope. Man, he just letting y'all know he has been following me for years, since the Periscope days. Now that goes far back, yeah. Periscope days, and I've always been 100. Aww. Man, and listen here, he's drinking Maxwell House, okay, and then also, I got a song, Gravity, and when was that? Maybe, I'm gonna call it maybe 2 months ago, I was looking for something else. Matter of fact, yeah, before we started this, I was looking for something else, and I came across that song. It was like, I have not heard that song in years. That song Gravity, and this is I'm on Instagram. Y'all can't see it over here, but on the Instagram side, yeah, that song Gravity. I came across it. I haven't seen it or heard it in years. I forgot it even existed, and then I came across it like Gravity. What is this? Got songs I've forgotten. So you know. Let's see here. All right, so we got these different coffees. Ethiopia Blonde Roast. So let's see. We done heard Maxwell House. We done heard Ethiopia Blonde Roast. Is that so Brony said that's let's see, try from Starbucks, Ethiopia. All right, I guess I gotta try the Ethiopia Blonde Roast. Black History Month. I do have on a Western African garb, so maybe I should. But right now I'm sticking to my Dunkin' right now because they're around the corner. Starbucks, the line be too long and they move too slow. And I gotta go 1.5 miles that way. Dunkin', I can walk to Dunkin', you know. Like Pastor Mills, I tried it for one reason. We know what that reason was. Y'all, how are y'all doing, man? Good morning on the Erno, the GOAT. What's up over on Instagram side? Good morning to you. And a long story I'll tell you later, who just started following me on Instagram. Thank you for that. Welcome. All of y'all are now lock stars. All of y'all are lock stars now. There we go. We're lock stars, and we that's the Pastor Bill. We lock stars, we lock in, and you right now are locked in with Zeke live in the morning. I told y'all this is a great way to start the day, and this is a great way to start your day. Coffee. That's so y'all, we've been doing this thing. I'm gonna put this on the screen real quick. Where is that? If I can find it. Let me throw this on the screen. Our girl Rhonda on the Rocks. Y'all know our girl Rhonda on the Rocks. She's with us every Tuesday and Friday. She gives her take on some stuff, and she's doing a challenge, and we want to be sure to join in that challenge with her. I think it's a good challenge to get involved with in the church world. You know, if you're connected with the church or anything like that, you know, in the church world, you probably have done maybe corporate fasts, or maybe you've done what's another word we can look for? Corporate consecrations, you know, depending on what church world you come from. And, you know, I'm speaking for church standpoint, but other religious belief systems do these same things where, you know, you fast, or, you know, you cut back on sweets, you cut back on fried foods, you do those kinds of things so that you can become more spiritually mature and all that kind of stuff like that. And so I'm not putting it on Rhonda that she's doing it for those reasons. This is just about healthier choices. I'm bringing up the church thing because we do this sometimes in churches, and we find out that we end up with healthier things. So, you know, the reason I segued is because I'm drinking my coffee black. And y'all have heard me say this a few times this week already. I'm drinking my coffee black. And the reason I'm drinking my coffee black is because a couple years ago we did a fast or a consecration at my church, and one of the things I cut out was all sugar. And so I started reading, you know, of course I cut the sugar out, but then I was still putting creamer. Then something dawned on me, look in the creamer and see if there's sugar. Sure enough, it was loaded with sugar. So I cut that out. So then just cold turkey, I cut out sugar and creamer in my coffee, started drinking it black. So, you know, like, you know, this right here, it's good. I like coffee like that, you know, but I don't feel as groggy as I used to in the morning. I'm telling you, I would drink coffee to wake up, but by 11 o'clock, you know, the coffee is supposed to help you wake up, but by 11 o'clock, I'm, you know, groggy, and I'm lagging, and just, you know, like, it's just not cool. So, I cut that out during that. And it was just a healthy thing. I cut it out, and now it has stuck with me. It's continued with me. It stayed with me, and I've not put sugar and cream in my coffee in years now, and I can't even drink it that way. So healthy choices, are a big deal. Make some healthy choices. We want to do that. And so Rhonda on the Run, she's doing this challenge for healthy choices. We talk a lot about mental health and all that for these past couple of weeks. We're talking mental health. We've been talking trauma. We've been talking all of that. But do you know that your diet, there's an old adage, you are what you eat. You probably heard that before. Well, some of us eating a lot of junk and we can't figure out why we feel like junk. We eat a lot of mess, can't figure out why we feel like mess. Well, you are what you eat. So what goes in will come out. When it's food, what goes in will come out. That's the reality. So what you put in your body is what's going to come out. So you need things that was designed to help the body. So we're making healthier choices. If for nothing else, just do it for the month of April with us. We're only 3 days into April. You can join us. This is Rhonda on the Run. So that's the challenge that we're joining in with, man. It's going to be good. Rhonda on the Run with Rhonda on the Rocks. All right. So, and then you can follow her podcast over on YouTube, and she's everywhere, but you want to follow her on YouTube for her podcast. Her podcast is Rhonda on the Rocks. As y'all know, she's with us every Tuesday, every Friday, and so she'll be with us tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit more about this. But again, I just want y'all to make healthier choices. I want y'all to make healthier choices. Anybody watching from APC, you probably know something we do called Holy Healthy, and the whole concept behind Holy Healthy is that you're healthy in your mental health, you're healthy in your physical health, you're healthy in your spiritual health. You're healthy in the areas where you're supposed to be healthy. And this is more than just physical things. It's the fullness of man. It's a play on the word holy. So at APC, we do this thing, like I said, called Holy Healthy. And we focus on all these same things that y'all see me talking about on here. So, that's what we do over at our church. That's how we do it over there. But, maybe you're not into a church thing. So I'm going to encourage you to get in some kind of regimen. Even if you don't want to join that, if you don't want to join Rhonda on the Run, go to the gym. Just, put down the bacon in the morning. Don't have bacon every morning. Have bacon on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and call it just something that's healthier. We want to see people well. And so so we're joining in April in this challenge, Rhonda on the Run with Rhonda on the Rocks. And you want to do that, you want to follow her podcast over on YouTube, but you want to tag her over on Instagram. All right, you got the idea. All right, so it's hashtag Rhonda on the Run as you're making healthier choices. I got to do a couple videos, and I've been busy this weekend like crazy, hosting parents and all over the state. It's just been craziness. But all over the state, Kankakee, but really, honestly, we want to support that, not because we just supporting our girl, one of our fellow lock stars, but also we supporting our own bodies. We want better choices. So join that challenge, Rhonda on the Run with Rhonda on the Rocks. I promise y'all, we gonna look better this summer. We got to get our beach bodies together. And speaking of beach bodies, y'all, I'm trying to figure out what is I'm going to do. What is I'm going to do? So I don't know if y'all know this or not. I think I've said it a couple times. If I go, if I go that way, I'm 2 blocks from the beach. If I go that way, north is that way. So if I go that way, I'm giving all my business. That is not gangster. All my business. This wall is north facing. But if I go north 2 blocks, I cross the train track and I'm at a beach, Lake Michigan, on the beach. That's legit. And at beach access is about 6 blocks that way. So I go about 6 blocks that way. There's a beach access, the whole thing. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. All right. I'm that close to the beach. So literally in the summertime, every morning I get up. Before I go to work, before I go do anything, I get up, I go to the beach. It's a daily thing. It's where I meditate. It's where I get a chance to just, get my stretches in. I get to swim in the water a little bit. And yes, black people can swim. I's one of the black people that can swim. I go out into the lake. I come on back. You know, obviously when the lake is calm. Now, when it's too bad, I ain't doing all that. But, you know, I go out there to the beach every day. I get a swim in. I get some breathing. I get some sun. You know, I get a chance to listen to some music, pray a little bit. You know, maybe I'm studying something. I'm trying to work something out. So I might walk or jog along the beachfront. I do that every morning. Now, we got this morning show going on from 7:30 to 10 o'clock. We got this morning show going on from 7:30 to 10. Well, I be going to the beach around about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So, you know, about that time, I got to be starting to set up the show. Now, I'm not going to the beach at 5:30. That's not happening. I can guarantee you that. I mean, it's got to be warm enough to be at the beach. So it's got to be like, you know, 7 o'clock, 7:30 before it gets warm enough. And yet, I got to do this show. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do so I can maintain my beach routine, because that's the perfect time to go to the beach, man. Like, there's nobody there. Like, literally, just perfectly clear. Like, it's serene, especially on a day when the water is just still. I don't know if you've ever experienced the water when it's perfectly still and it's super early in the morning, so there's not a lot of commotion. I mean, I've been out there and been out with someone and literally you could talk to someone who's like yards away, several yards away, and they can still hear you. It's like it reflects off the water or something. It's I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just one of those things. If you've never been to the beach early in the morning, do yourself a favor, man. If you've never seen the sunrise over the beach, and if you're in the Chicago area, it's really easy to do that. I mean, really, you can watch the sunrise over the beach. Some of my favorite places, of course, like I said, Walhalla Beach. Rainbow Beach is actually a good one early in the morning. Really, any beach. I love Belmont Harbor. I love going over there and watching the sun come up. And if you want to go really far north, Montrose Harbor. If you go up there to that beach, Montrose Avenue Beach, that watching the sunset from there, man, it's good, you know. Man, listen, Rhonda, we was doing your thing. We was doing your Rhonda on the Run challenge. So I'm letting the people know. Yo, and Pastor Jeremy says, yeah, move the show to a 2-hour block. Yeah, I might have to. We might have to up this to 8 o'clock. But I love the 7:30 hour. It's early enough that we can just kind of get going. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. From about 7:30 to 8:05, it's rough for me. Like, it takes me about that long. It takes me about that long to just get like going. I'm telling y'all, you see me first thing in the morning. If I look like I just rolled over, I probably just rolled over. Eyes be red, mustache be rolled up all in my face. I brush my teeth and come turn this thing on. That's make some coffee, and you know that's. So you know that first 30 minutes is all right. So by 8 o'clock, we ready to really, you know, we really ready to roll by that time. Look, Rhonda said she was in the bed. Instead of Rhonda on the Run, it was Rhonda in the bed. That's I get it. I've had such a long weekend myself. Like, it's been such a long week, but it's been so good, man. I was so grateful to be able to spend some time and have some time with my parents, you know. Unfortunately, some of us understand the pain of what it's like not to have that anymore, not to have the ability, you know. And for me, my parents live all the way out in Nevada, so you know I'm here in Chicago area, so you know it's not like I can just up and go see them. I can, but that's, you know, you got to make plans towards that. It's a 4-hour flight, you know, so you know, a 4-hour flight to Las Vegas to be able to get out there and see my parents. And so, you know, I try to get to Vegas a couple times a year at least, you know, to be able to see them. But that's only a couple times a year to see my parents. But even then, I'm not naive to the fact, that even though I can get out there and see them a couple times a year, and even though it's only a couple times a year, I'm not naive to the fact that there's some people that don't even have that as an option anymore. You know, I'm sensitive to that. There are some people who just, they've lost their parents, and so they don't even have the ability to pick up the phone and call their dad, pick up the phone and call their mom. So I don't take those moments lightly, man. I don't take it lightly that I got to spend time with my parents. And the fact that my dad came, like, he doesn't travel no more like that, bro. You know, I told you, he'll be 76 later this month. Like, in 22 days, he'll be 76. So 25 days, he'll be 76. So, I don't take it lightly that, he traveled, that he came, that they were here, they stayed at my house. They came. The church brought my mom in. So they were saying, we need to get her a hotel and do all that. I'm like, absolutely not. Put them in my house, man. I don't get a chance to see them often. I just don't get a chance to. I'm used to being able to go around the corner. My parents lived right around the corner from me. They lived in Hopkins Park, so that wasn't right around the corner, but I could drive out there. But then they moved to Kankakee when I was living in Kankakee, and they got a house right around the corner from me, so I could literally walk to their house and raid their groceries. Like, dinner is cooking tonight? Oh, you made a pot roast? 5 minutes later, I'm popping up on the doorstep. I'm used to that. And then I moved to Chicago, so of course I had to, drive again because they were in Kankakee. But then they moved to Las Vegas due to extenuating circumstances as the result of my grandmother passing, right? And so, I'm not naive to the fact that you don't get a chance for the whole life of yours to see it. Like, you don't. Your parents aren't with you all the time. So you have to cherish those moments. And so, I was saying that to say, I enjoyed this weekend having my parents. I enjoyed it. It was just a good time. It was a great time. I don't take these moments lightly. And, I'm excited about that. I'm excited that they came through. I'm excited that my church family got to meet my father. I'm excited that my church family got to hear my mom preach. I'm excited that we got to do the session we did on Saturday, which was phenomenal. Like, I'm just really excited about all of that. So, but also I'm tired. So, when I finally, I crashed out a little bit yesterday. I crashed just a little bit yesterday. I was working on something and I fell asleep, and I woke up like just in the nick of time to go get ready had to pick up some chicken. We had cast party for the acting classes I had. So, I had time that we had to pick up some, it was a potluck. So I had to go pick up some chicken. My wife got out of the hospital. Side note, my wife is out of the hospital, y'all. She came out last night. So I had to do all of that, and run the acting class, which was our last day of the class. And on that day, we had to perform these skits and a monologue. I was so nervous. I got some clips somewhere. Maybe I'll play them tomorrow. I got some clips on my phone. I think my wife has a couple on her phone. Like, I literally picked her up out the hospital, and in the car ride, I was like, you want to go to this acting class with me? I was always expecting her to go, but I was like, you want to go with me? I know you just got out the hospital, but you want to go? So I was running. And, of course, that class let out about 10 or so. So I think I got home maybe about 11 o'clock, and boom, like back up early. So, when you're doing a lot of stuff, you got to try to catch those moments. And I said all of that to say, so the beach is usually my moment. And yet, here we is on the morning show. The summertime is fastly approaching, and I can't go to the beach. So y'all might get some episodes from the beach. That might be what happens. You might get some beach episodes of Zeke live in the morning, because, my God, I need my beach time. But yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, look at Marcus right here. Look at Red. Mom getting ready to move to Arizona at the end of the month. Yeah, man. Like, ain't that tough when your parents, like, you used to them being right there, and then they're like not there anymore. It's like a blessing when you still got, your parents, though. When you still got, your mom. I know, Red, I know you lost your father a couple years ago. We still pray for you over that, But, absolutely. Yeah, amen for Sister Locke. Amen for Mother Locke. That's what we're going to call her, Mother Locke. Amen, yes. She is home. Yes, she is home. So I went and got her yesterday. Like I said, then took her to my acting class where she got a chance to see me pretend like I know how to act. And, I gotta review the footage. I don't know if I'm that good of an actor, though. I don't know. I think I'm all right, I guess. I think I'm all right. I might need a few more classes or something, but I don't know if I'm that good. I don't think I'm going to get an Oscar just yet. I don't think. I need a few more classes, and a few more classes, I might get a better role. I don't know, but I don't think I'm getting an Oscar just yet. But nonetheless, it was really, really fun. I want to have Richard Gallion on here, actually. Richard Gallion Entertainment. That's who did the classes. And it was a lot of fun, right at the APC Theater, matter of fact. And I'm telling you, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. We got to do some of these exercises, a lot of stuff that crosses over from the music world. If you're a singer, like a lot of those breathing exercises and other stuff like that. That stuff also translates over to acting because you still have to project and you still have to, you still have to catch your breath. You still have to know how to do all of that. So we got to work on, got a chance to work on that, on diction. That's why I'm so aware of, one of the reasons I'm so aware of the countryness that comes out of me from time to time. Like that countryness, it all boils down to like, but we had to work on these different exercises. We were saying stuff like, okay, let me give y'all one. I'll give y'all one. I should know this, shouldn't I? Oh, okay, here's one. They're like these little tongue twisters that we'd have to say. And what it's supposed to do is bring out like focus, help you like just get your tongue and your palate moving the right way, get all of this going so you can enunciate when you're on when you're on stage. You have to project, but you also have to enunciate, but you can't just be up there screaming and yelling like super proper. Like, I mean, it might not all right. I love you, Annabelle. You are my favorite. Like, you can't just be up there doing that, right? You have to project, so you have to know how to breathe. And then, so matter of fact, I'm gonna walk you. Let me change the track. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give y'all a free piece of acting class lesson, and then today we've got a special guest, Miss Tara Jones. We're gonna figure out why Eric has her calling her Tara Jones, and Eric is gonna come on a little bit later. He says he's gonna try to get on a little later when Tara Jones comes on. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna walk you through this breathing exercise. Let me put my coffee down. All right, let me find a better track. Here we go. I like this one. I need to upload some new tracks. Let's upload this one. All your love. Here we go. Let's use this one. All right. Here we go. We're going to do some breathing exercises. All right. Take a minute. We've been talking about mental health. This is actually good. I learned some of this. I do this a lot with my singers and when I'm like doing conferences or when I'm doing workshops and other things like that. When I'm working with choirs, I do breathing exercises with them. All right. Everybody, this is what you're going to do. Take a deep breath in. Wherever you are, you might be in your car, you might be at your desk, you might be still sitting in the bed. All right, if you could just sit up straight, right? So y'all see how my chair is, all right? I know there's a glare there. All right, sit up straight. If you can, stand up, that's even better. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a deep breath in, all right? And then breathe it out. Got that? All right, one more time, breathe it in. I don't even know if y'all doing this. I feel like Dora the Explorer, where they be like, which one is it? And they just wait and be silent. Yes, that's right. The right hand. Like, and nobody even said anything. I don't know if y'all really doing this with me, but I'm going to do it anyways, just in case. This is good for your mental. This is good for your breathing. This is good for all that. All right. So what you do, you take a deep breath in and then you breathe out. Try it again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right? And you get that as deep as you can. Now you might notice when I took a breath in, you didn't see this happen. Right? You can't do that, right? The breath goes down. You breathe in and down. So I like to think of it as inflating a balloon. Your stomach is a balloon. And if you're anything like me, then that balloon is already getting a little. So when you breathe in. And then you breathe it back out, up and out, right? This is going to help you. This is going to help you like in your mental. This is going to help you in your projection and when you're talking, catching breath when you're walking. Help you you get upset, somebody messing with you. Breathe it in, man. Breathe it in. But you breathe in and down. So your shoulders shouldn't be doing all of this. That gives you maximum air. All right, y'all just got a free lesson just like that. Y'all just got a free singer's lesson and actor's lesson on breath, but it's good for you to know it because it'll help you, right? So breathe in and down, breathe up and out. All right, so that's one of the things we had to do. Now the other thing with enunciation, to help with help us with enunciation, we were sitting there saying stuff like red leather, yellow leather. Like we had to say it like fast, like on the face. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Like, and then like somebody else added in there red leather, yellow feather, red leather, yellow feather. Like, and like try saying that fast. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. And like really enunciating it, right? I won't give you the other one that he did, but I'll give you the third one we did. Should saucy shark seek shelter soon? Should saucy shark seek shelter soon? Right? We had just and on pace. And of course you get tongue twisted, you get tongue tired, but it works on your focus, it works on your diction, you know. And that's when I realized why do I talk so country? That's when I realized that. So I'm checking that out, you know. So y'all just got a couple of free lessons. Use those lessons. And while you're using those lessons to make your day better, do me a favor. Subscribe on YouTube. I'm going to say it like a millennial podcaster. Go ahead and smash that like button. No, go ahead and subscribe over on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. I'm telling y'all, we're going to come back a little bit later with our friend Tara Jones, and we're going to talk to her about her music and her career and all the stuff she's got going on. But while we're doing that, I need to make a couple of shout outs. First and foremost, let me shout out my cousin Jason Gather. Him and his wife Io, let me tell you, they got a podcast. I got to go check it out. That's who my mom was talking about. They got my mom and my Aunt Regina. They've been, y'all see Aunt Regina come on every day. That's her son. Yeah. That's my cousin Jason, and they have their amazing podcast, and it's talking about mental health, all of that. So y'all go follow that. I have some info for y'all on that one, because I need to get them over here, because they're much smarter than I am. That's my big cousin Jason, y'all. Shout out to them. Hold on, wait, what happened to the music? Oh, I turned it off. Okay. You click that button, it turns it off. That's what happened to it. All right. And then we need to shout out our sponsor for the month. Y'all know we got a sponsor that took care of our expenses for the month, LAH Entertainment. At least Ladicia Cookie Holmes. She has put together an entertainment and arts company that works on books and movies and the series and all that. They work on all the stuff, the whole gambit of it. Listen, if you're interested in locking in with that movement, LAH Entertainment and Arts, they're working on they've got a Christmas movie. I believe it's in post-production right now. It's supposed to come out this year, A Christmas Prayer. And I'm telling y'all that it looks like it's going to be good. It got Eric Roberts in it. It has Tim Reed in it. Rashawn Holmes is in it. Even Pastor Rich from here, he's in it. Rich Holmes Jr. Yeah, be Rich, AP Rich, whatever y'all call him on here. He's in a movie. I'd say that much. I just call him Rich Holmes. He's in a movie. So definitely you want to check that out. But I just found this out yesterday, and we'll have a little bit more information as long as it's still going. I just found out yesterday, LAH Entertainment is doing a casting. They're doing a casting call. They just had one. They're still looking for some cast members for some certain roles. If you're into acting, I told y'all I just did my acting classes. So if you're still into acting, or if you're into that, or if you've been interested in, or if you just want to take a chance and audition, we'll have some more information for you on a movie opportunity that's coming up with LAH Entertainment. Listen, y'all, we got people who are out here making movies. They out here doing stuff. And they're learning lessons, and they can bring those lessons along with you. You know, you don't know what you don't know until you know you don't know it. I know that sounds like a lot, but think about that. You don't know what you don't know until you know that you don't know it. And that's just real. So, and I'm saying that to say, you know, we got people who are really in these spaces. They're in the spaces of podcasting. They're in the spaces of movies. They're in the spaces of music. They're in the spaces of ministry. They're in the trenches, man. They really doing stuff. And when you get into it, anybody who's ever done anything, you know that I'm telling the truth. Like, you think that you figured all the steps out that you need in order to get going, in order to get it started, and to get a pilot or whatever. You've done all the steps. Like, you've thought through all the kinks that you could come up with, and then you start going, and then you realize that I could not have accounted for this kink because I didn't even know that would be there. You don't know what you don't know until you know that you don't know it. You know, like, so, you know, and I use myself as an example. Then we're going to play a music break. I use myself as an example. We started this thing on StreamYard, right? Now, I know a lot of stuff. I can figure out a lot of stuff. I can do all of that. But what I can't do is, what I could not have done, should I say, before I ever logged on to a StreamYard or anything like that, I couldn't have told you that presetting a show would not load the show up the next day. I will still have to place certain things, and anybody who's ever used StreamYard, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But I would have to replace and do things like that every morning on the show. Now, if there's another way to do it, I don't know that way yet. Again, you don't know what you don't know until you know you don't know it. Like, but we thought we had all the ideas behind stuff. I didn't know about what kind of graphics could be used. Y'all see some of these video graphics that be in the background and stuff moving around. I did not know that I could do that. I thought I had to just use their standard stuff. Then I realized I could upload my own, but I wasn't sure about the video thing until I went and did it. Well, listen, if you've never had nobody to tell you that's the case, then you have to go figure it out on your own, right? You got to go figure that out on your own. But what if somebody comes along who has already done that, been down that road, already worked out those kinks, and they see you starting something or trying something? That's where mentorship, discipleship, those kinds of words that we throw around, that's where that stuff comes in. That's where that stuff is important. That's where that stuff matters, because then it helps you avoid pitfalls that somebody else may have had. And so you have to have good, wise counsel around you. And so that's why we try to bring the certain sponsors and the certain guests and the certain people that are connected to this show. That's why we bring them here. Not so that they could just be a fun viral clip, but so that the lock stars who lock in every morning, so that you're really getting something that really matters to you, something that really you can take with you, even if it don't matter right now. Maybe it comes along later. That's the thing about good information. It's useful even when you don't need it. So you may not need it right now, so it's not useful now, but later on down the line, it'll be useful. And if you don't know that you don't know it, again, you don't know what you don't know until you know you don't know it. This is how you can find out that and limit the amount of things that you don't know. You get connected with people. You lock in with people who've been down that road, who have been there, who have done that. And so, so LAH Entertainment, that's one of those companies, and they've sponsored us our expenses for this month. Thank the Lord. They covered the StreamYard costs. I told y'all that's an expensive cost. That's $30-something a week. That's $35 a week, and they take it out every single week. So LAH Entertainment has covered that, but also, we wanted to make sure they would just donate. We wanted to make sure they knew, no, you got a company. We want to push it. We want to push it, and this is one of the ways we want to push it. So we'll have some more information. We'll have Rich to make sure to get that to us. To work on getting that information from LAH Entertainment, and then we can tell y'all about the possibility of that casting call. Y'all, let's take a music break right quick. Let's do a music break because I need to warm my coffee up. I done talked so long, my coffee started getting cold. Yeah, I need to warm that up a little bit. So I'm gonna go warm my coffee up. I'm gonna play a song. Marcus, I saw this up in the comments. Got a song request. My God is good. I don't even got it loaded up, but I tell you what, I'll get that. I will get it, and I might be able to get it even during the broadcast. I can't make no promises. But tomorrow, if I remember, I will grab that one. My God is Good is one of my songs. But since you requested one of my songs, I tell you what, since my wife made it home, I'm going to play this one for her. I don't know if she's awake right now. She might still be asleep. I don't know. She just got home from the hospital last night, so she might still be asleep. So I'll wait till I know she's awake. Hold on, wait, let me see something. Baby, you awake? She's not awake. She's not awake. So I won't play this song yet. I'll tell you what I'm going to play. I'm going to play my favorite song. I'm going to play, well, it's not my favorite. I keep calling it my favorite song, but it's one of my favorite songs. And I've been playing it for the last couple days, but I do think it's so fitting. I do think it's so appropriate. So y'all do me a favor and check out the song, The 5 Stair Steps, Ooh Ooh Child.
Fantastic Burke family returns now with a promise of a better life for all. Let's welcome back the Step.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, we'll be brighter. Someday, 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 we'll get it undone. Someday, 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 ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Right
I'ma need you to say less, pray more. 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 And that's a more to the promise. Stuck in the lines, they tell when you cry. Complaining and wailing on low his eyes. Silver and gold have I not, but I serve you this knowledge is straight out the pot. Yeah, you should be thankful for what he's done. Praising his name, you already won. Second to no man, get with the program. God is the source for your overcome. Yeah, my Lord is the source for your overcome. Yeah, with Christ the source shall overcome. Yeah, the battle's already won. My Lord is your overcome. I'ma need you to work. Rejection, it was flexing, but I had to keep on stepping. Stop the talking, start the walking. Who knew silence was a weapon? Still holding on, but I'm praying more. God is no fable, he raised the score. Smaller lessons learned. Sources Cause the way I further this journey, please give me your attention, they just listen, he's the truth. The only one who knows and recognize the real you. So if you feel me, if you with me, if this resonate with you, stop the playing, no more gaming, add some work and
add
see
some
you
work to the promise.
Say oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, say oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. I'ma need you to say less. Pray more.
Say oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Say oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you feel me, if you with me, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. One more time, if you feel me, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. To the promise.
Add some work, add some work.
Fantastic Brick family returns now with a promise of a
All right, that wasn't supposed to happen. Someone's supposed to start replaying. I don't know what happened to that. I did something wrong. I don't know what. But all right, nonetheless, I just played the wrong thing. Hey, so that was the 5 stair steps with Ooh Ooh Child, and also our girl Jamaica Lachey with Say Less. That song Say Less. I told y'all that's been like our prophetic song all the last couple weeks. The song Say Less and the song I Don't Want It. I'm gonna play I Don't Want It a little bit later too. I'm gonna play that one as well. Hey y'all, check it out. Yeah, Sharon, I literally just saw that as well. Good morning to you. Y'all shout out one of the longtime Lock Stars before Lock Stars was Lock Starring. Sharon was one of my lead singers. There we go, right there. So shout out to him, and a shout out to our man's John Johnson over on the Facebook side. Y'all know him, Freedom Lighting. Y'all make sure y'all following that as well. That's our man's John Johnson. Hey y'all, hey man, I'm telling you. What does it say? I know. I logged onto this scene and the song just started playing. I was like, why is that there? Like, I don't even know how that happened, honestly. So there you have it. So boom. Yeah. Stuff. StreamYard be StreamYard. They just be doing its own stuff. You can preset a show. I just told y'all you can preset a show. Think you got it all worked out, and it don't be. So there you have it. Yeah. It looked like I was gonna run it back. And you know what? I would have run it back. I can play that song on repeat. I love it. Somebody put in there yesterday, I think it was Brony Cat. I think she said, have I ever heard the Kirk Franklin version? Yes, I did like the Kirk Franklin version from way back in the day. It was probably about 20 years ago when Kirk did it. And I think was Donnie McClurkin singing on it with him, if I'm not mistaken. Like it was a good version. I did like that version, but I'm just all for the original. When I came across that clip, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and my black card might get a little notch on it. It might get a little chip in it. It might take a little chip, but you can't revoke it for this. I did not know there was a female singing the first line and the last line. That first, ooh, child. I did not know that was a sister. I did not know. I swear to you, I never knew that until I saw that clip the other day. I was just looking for the song. And I came across the clip from Soul Train. Of that song, and so I was like, oh, I'll download the video, and I played the video, and so I came across that clip, and the girl came out singing, and I was like, is a girl singing this? Like, she got that deep, heavy voice. I never known, so I'm willing to put my black card on the line for that. I'm willing to, I'm willing to let y'all know that I did not know. I'm willing to let y'all know that I did not know. You don't know what you don't know until you know you don't know it. Now I can't unhear the femalishness of the voice. Like Ryder said, it's my show. Do what you want. If we got to hear it 5 times, so be it. So I didn't know that. I don't know. Frankly, I don't know that I've ever seen a video or anything, any video footage, my whole life of the 5 stair steps. I don't think I've ever seen any video of 5 stair steps my whole life. I've just ever heard the song, So yeah, look. All right, so Mama is over on Instagram. We got to give a shout out to Mama. Y'all know she be on set. She be on set doing makeup and stuff. I got to get her and Toddy on so they can talk about some of their experience sometimes, so y'all can meet who I'm talking about when I say Mama is on, so y'all know who I'm talking about, and y'all don't think I'm lying about the Instagram folks. But she said she's old enough to have seen that Soul Train episode. You saw that episode of Soul Train, Mama? Like, whoa, that's insane. I ain't gonna say that's insane. That just made it sound so old. Like, oh my God, that's crazy. Cause that's how kids be doing. I told you I used to run a day camp. And one of the kids, a boy named Christian, and I ain't gonna tell you his last name. His name Christian, and it wasn't very Christian what he said to me. He's the sweetest boy, man. Christian got to be about 15 now, 15 or 16 now. He got to be up there. But he said, matter of fact, he got to be like 17 or so at this point, 16. But he said, what did he say to me? That he might not be that old. I don't know. Anyways, nonetheless, he said to me, Mr. Cool. The kids used to call me Mr. Cool. And they were talking about something. They was discussing something, little kids. And he came up to me, Mr. Cool, can you tell me, what was it like way back in the 1900s when you were a kid? I want to pick that little boy up and throw him out a window. What you mean, way back? And why you calling it the 1900s? Meanwhile, this boy was born in like 2000. Matter of fact, yeah, there's the math right there. So he was born like 07 or something like that. So yeah, 07, 08, right? Like those kids in that age group, they were like born in 07, 08. So literally the year 2000 was ancient history for them. Like the year 2000 felt far away. I was born in 1983, and when somebody tell me they was born in 1979, I'd be like, God, dog, you old. And that ain't but 4 years older than me. But it was in the 70s. You was born in the 70s. I don't care if you was born December 31st at 12:59 p.m. I'm sorry, no, 11:59 p.m. December 31st, 11:59 p.m. If the year was 1979, I'm going, God, dog, you old. You was born way back in the 70s. Fool, you was born in the early mid 80s. Like, but to a little kid, that to them, he said, what was it like way back in the 1900s when you were a kid? Them words, they ring in my ear like bad juju. They ring like just way back in the 1900s. So, yeah. So I get it. I get it. Like, and in my head, 20 years ago was still, 1970 something. 20 years ago in my head, if you were a kid of the 90s, when somebody said this was 20 something years ago, they was talking about the 70s. So 20 something years ago felt like a long time. So, here we are 25 years removed from the new millennium, right? Y'all remember the new millennium? Well, yeah, these kids were born after the new millennium. So for them, it's the old millennium, and we was born before that. So we was all PM, pre-millennium. That's what all of y'all PM people on here, y'all was all pre-millennium. All of y'all welcome. We all old. That's we all old. That's us. We all old. And so live with it, own it. It is what it is. That just means the Lord brought us this far. The Lord brought us this far. That's what that means. Man, listen, Mama said she got married in 1978. She just looked good for her age. I know that's right. And she said we didn't know it either until we saw it. Yeah, so y'all didn't know it was a female either? All right, so y'all can't chip my black card then, because that was a long time ago. and it's before my time. It was before my time, but I think that clip was from 78 or 79, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I saw it on there. on the actual thing when I got it, but did not know it was a female. Like I never knew. She got that heavy voice. So there's a fun fact. Yeah. Look at that, Brony Cat. Look at that, 1983, going into your sophomore year of high school. She's only 39. 1983, she was doing her sophomore year in high school. That's a very smart embryo. That's a very smart embryo who could do high school in 1983. Sophomore year at that. You got to be a very smart embryo because you weren't even born at that. If you was a sophomore in high school in 83, you wouldn't even be born. I'm 41. I was born in 83, so. So I'm just saying, smart embryo. Smart one. Y'all listen, I just got a message. Unfortunately, all right, so we just found this out during the break. Y'all come back. We're going to get Tara Jones rescheduled. She had to go into work. She had to do at work. She had to get in there. And so we understand that. We absolutely understand that. I keep trying to tell y'all, we ain't just up just la 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 la. We got jobs. We got stuff we got to do. We got places we got to be. And sometimes stuff comes up. So we're going to get her rescheduled. Tara Jones from down in Texas. Listen, she's a singer. She's a worship leader. She's worked with Fred. She's one of the ones that does studio work with Fred. She's traveled and she's done. So we love to have people like that who are on because, again, like we said, we want to have people who have done things in their field to help you get encouragement, and maybe you hear your story in them. But unfortunately for today, Miss Tara Jones has to reschedule just some different stuff on our end and their end. On our end, let's put it that way. We didn't get the link didn't go to her in time enough, and she went into work, so she thought that she wasn't. It was a thing. We just got some wires crossed on our end. And so, we apologize to her for that, but she did end up having to go in and work. And so, like I said, this stuff, we ain't just sitting around waiting. Like, we got to go in and do stuff. And so something got missed where the link didn't get sent. And so it's on our end. We want to apologize to her on that standpoint. But at the same time, I think she's got something really cool to say, real cool story to tell. And we want to make sure y'all get that. So we will let you know when that gets rescheduled, okay? That's Miss Tara Jones for today. But we're going to keep going. And one of the things I want to go with right now, oh God, can I find it? Can I find it? Yeah, Kev on stage I wish I could get him on. Y'all make it happen. Let's see if we can, y'all tag him. We'll see if we can make him come on. He'll be here in Chicago, actually at the APC Theater. Yeah, he'll be in my house on Saturday. Kev on stage. Now, I don't have tickets, so don't ask me. I ain't got no door codes, so don't ask me. I ain't got no special hookups, so please don't ask me. I'm just letting y'all know I ain't got it. They ain't give it to me. Listen, people rent the house. That's what happens. All right? That's what happens at venues. They don't just give me tickets to just give to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just... All right, I ain't got it. All right, if you ain't got your ticket, if you ain't already got your ticket, look at that. Rondo on the Rocks gonna be there on the front row. So if you ain't already got your ticket, that's a show you just gonna have to miss. I'm sorry, it's sold out. That's what it is. I'll be there, but I can't get you there. All right, but maybe we can get him on the show to talk about it. He's an expert in this field. Man, I've only met Kev on stage one time. He emceed for us when we did our concert for LXW, the first concert we ever did. We were at New Beginnings Church in Chicago. He emceed for us. So there's that. Hey, y'all, real quick, because I know he only got a quick minute. I'm going to do this, though. I got to give a shout out to my friend, Bo. What's up? What's up, Bo? Jay Neal, y'all follow him, one of the favorites. Yeah. So, I don't know who he booing and throwing tomatoes, but throw them, hit them niggas. That's what. Hey, check this out. I'm gonna get my my friend on here, my big brother Eric, because I know I see him. He got a drink that looks really good. It might be a alcoholic beverage. I don't know. I'm messing. Let's get Eric on the stage real quick. Here we go. There he is right here. He's in the car. I know he's got limited time. I know he's got limited time, so we gotta.
I'm gonna take the blame for Tara, as I call her. What is it, Tara? Tara was waiting on the link ever everybody. So, you know, and I just forgot. I'll be honest with you. Like Zeke said, we got a lot of stuff happening, and I forgot her. So I blame her for not reminding me, but at the same time, I blame myself. So my bad. I hope everybody's doing well. I am in the wonderful city of, I'm right here, dude. I'm in Matson. I'm not far.
Oh, for real? Oh, so you back in the area. Okay.
Yeah, I had to check on one of my stores. I got all these new employees I came to check on. And for the Zeke, what do we call them? I forgot the name.
Who, the Lock Stars?
The Lock Stars. Lock Stars. We're about to have a ticket giveaway in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be on behalf of Zeke Lock in the morning. So those of you that are fans of Fred Hammond and Marvin Sapp, and he's not locking the doors of the building, you know, before y'all say that, Donald Lawrence, Jacqueline Carr, we're gonna give away a pair of tickets for that. I'm gonna give Zeke the date, and we'll come up with how you can win those. That's one thing.
Oh.
Second thing, Anthem Night Music is coming to Chicago. We're gonna have tickets for that coming soon. Pastor Mike Jr. and Jonathan McReynolds show is coming to Chicago. We're gonna have tickets for y'all for that. And we're gonna give a pair of tickets. You ain't getting like 50 a person. We ain't doing that.
You gotta buy the rest.
You gotta buy the rest. We're gonna give you two. You gotta buy the rest. If they're too pricey,
but it's a giveaway. Yeah, it's a giveaway. Yeah, it's a giveaway.
So we're gonna be giving away tickets to see Jonathan McReynolds and where he is. Jonathan and Pastor Mike Jr. They're gonna be in Country Club Hills at the theater.
Oh yeah.
And then Fred and the rest of them are gonna be at the House of Hope May 9th. Anthem Nights won't be till September. There's a few other things that's coming up. We don't have, like he said, Kevin stage tickets.
Yeah. He just booked our venue. That's what that is.
Yeah.
As I told you, I said, don't ask me. You know, people already been asking me, hey man, you ain't got no
Oh, I got a bunch of texts.
I
know you know Kev. What's up? I don't know about you. I can get in, but I can't help you out. I have nothing for you. Oh, man. Another thing for all you singers in Chicago, I'm gonna share a link with Zeke, Travis Malloy, and Kim Burrell. They're coming to Chicago to do a one-night thing where they're just vibing with singers. It's free. You come in the building, they gonna do some R&B joints and flip it to gospel. They gonna do this and other. It's just a good time. It's like healing voices, Zeke.
Yeah.
And it's free. It's gonna be at God's House of All Nations on 84th Street, May 7th. So stay tuned. We're gonna give y'all the information that if it's now, it may be all registered out. You might not get in. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
But if there's space, because the minute he posted it, Zeke, it went crazy. The one in Dallas is going crazy because he's doing that with Fred. And the minute he put all of that's already done. Dallas is a wrap within the first hour almost. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
What is the one in Dallas?
April 27th.
Oh, I ain't gonna make it down there for that one.
I gotta
was gonna say I should. I was like, I should go down there.
Cause because you're good for it. If you want to come to the one in Chicago, he already got you down for that to show up.
Well, of course.
He put your name down. Another thing too, all the Lock Stars. That's why we tell you every day to tune in over here, because you can get stuff. You find out about stuff you don't know about. We get inside information before the rest of the whole city get it. So we try to tell you. It's a big thing coming up. We can't say when, but Dietrich Haddon that's coming here. Can't say when, can't say none of that, but he coming. You know, Zeke got some new music coming out. We got all these concerts, tours, and shows coming. Don't be those people that's left out and be sitting at home like, dang, I didn't know about that. If you tune in to us every day, you'll know about it.
Right, lock in with Zeke live in the morning.
You don't tune in over here, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You got, and we're gonna ask Trump to add tariffs to your life. Did you see that this morning?
Yeah, they starting to hit us, bro. They coming back. They gonna come back on us. China just did a retaliatory thing. Who else?
You see, he did tariffs on every foreign country this morning, and every United States ally this morning, which means the American people are gonna be out of $1,800 to $2,000 more dollars now per family. Tariffs on clothes is going up, cars, food again. That's crazy.
If you shop on Shein, and if you shop on Temu, and if you shop on like all those services, like the prices are all going up on that stuff. Like legit. You know, I didn't realize this. I always thought Temu was just like a bunch of just cheap goods. It's just basically another Amazon. Like And they
It's
specialize
Amazon.
in cheap stuff, but it's just another version of Amazon. They got good
That's all
stuff
it is.
actually on there. They actually got really good stuff on there. I didn't know
All
that.
of them are getting hit up. I didn't think about that. I forgot all of them are going to be hit by this. I saw a guy today where I was. He has a car dealership, well, a car repair shop. He said, man, because of what he just did, my parts come from other countries. Now he has a tariff. Now I got to charge people more money to get their car fixed. He said, something that I would have charged $150, now I got to charge $350. He said, my business is about to be hurt by this thing. You know, and Trump said, it's going to be all right. It's going to be tough for a little bit. Well, it's easy to say that when you got money like he do. It's easy to say that. But go to a family that the household income is $23,000 for the year. If that $18,000 for a year, and you tell them, oh, just tighten your belt. You know what they say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, tighten the belt, and be more disciplined and all that kind of stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna get tough for people. It's about to get
really bad.
tough, you know. Yeah, and that's why my cousin was on here on that episode where he was talking about having a plan and having, he was like, we entering times where you need to have a plan, and you need to have a plan for if the plan don't work. Like you need to have like 5 plans loaded up. Like, all right, if this happens, open this envelope. It's like almost like plans in an envelope. All right, if this happens, open this envelope. This happens, open this envelope. Yeah, if you're just waiting on, it's
one thing.
Yeah, it's like at this point now where it's almost like even just saving up ain't even the thing to do no more. Like, what you investing in at this point? Like, are you investing in things that have the ability to generate and make money as opposed to just stacking away money that's going to start dwindling? Because some of our jobs might be on the line. Some of our, our livelihoods. And I'm not saying this to hopefully not to scare anybody, but just maybe to just get you thinking about it, that if you ain't got a plan, if you ain't got some kind of a plan, like what, and ain't no telling what that plan is. It ain't like some standard plan. What works for you and yours, like, and then just plan accordingly. Like they say in church, govern yourselves accordingly, because as these different changes and things happen, it's not to be an alarmist. It's not to be. I think the news is doing a fine job doing that, alarming people and getting them scared and all that. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to present the other side of it. That wisdom comes in and says, all right, what's the plan going to be? If you had to generate income for yourself, what's that going to look like? If you had to pivot and get a new career, what does that look like? If maybe you got to move, like maybe you living in the city right now and something's going to hit. Well, that $1,500, that $2,500 a month apartment in the city might do you better to move on out to the suburbs, pay $1,500 for a house. I mean, maybe that's in your plan, and you have to work
come
that
to
out.
Indiana across the border,
right? You might have to negotiate those kinds of things for real, like But that's up to you and your plan. But it's just you can't just be sitting around waiting for stuff to happen. Yeah.
But like you just said, and people used to say all the time, "Oh man, I'm putting all into this." Well, that's foolish now, and where we live now, you can't do that. You got to have a plan. Some people say, my plan A is it. If that don't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't believe in plan B. Well, you're a fool. You need A, B, C, D. You got to have the entire alphabet. Because you never know. Who thought we'd wake up this morning and this nut says, I'm going to do tariffs on everybody, increase higher ones, and then I'm going to hit all the countries that support us. I'm going to get them too.
Yeah.
Now it's like, now those countries that support the U.S. like, oh, that's what y'all doing? Okay, United States, we got you. Now the average businessman is about to suffer like crazy. That's funny. You know who just walked by my thing? It was Mickens' wife. That's crazy.
Are you for real?
I didn't say that.
Oh, that's why you down in Matson. Yeah.
But the sad part is that, nobody is really safe. And then something else I look at, I watch news because like I said, I do the conspiracy stuff all day. Then I watched today Elon Musk. Did you see what happened with him? The White House told him, Trump and the administration said, yeah, but he's been able to come in and out of there, and they said, yeah, you can't come in here. You got to work somewhere out of here now. And it's like, he said, oh, me?
Yeah.
Like, you up.
They taking too much heat. I think, you know what I really think it is? First off, they're taking too much heat. That's the first thing, because the whole Musk thing got even Republicans turning on him. And the other thing is Elon Musk looked too much like a king. Like, he looked too much like he taking Donald Trump's spot. People started to say he the one that's running it. Trump ain't finna let that happen. Heck nah.
Dude said, I'm not going out. I'm not going out like without a fight. Like, oh, what's that mean? So see, the thing is, like you said, the gators got too much. But not to get on a tangent. The whole thing is America and people, believers and unbelievers, everybody.
Yeah.
We all in the same boat. We just got to figure life out for the next few years or whatever. What we're gonna do, because is I saw somebody, one of the guys that was working with me said, "Oh man, it's gonna get better real soon." No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Stop. You can lie to yourself and tell yourself that. Because he's just getting on the roll. He's like, "Oh, I'm just getting started." His pen has not stopped signing stuff. Who knows what's next with this? So that's what we are, America. So that's why you got to tune into the Zeke Locke show in the morning, so you can learn stuff that you don't know about.
Yeah, because the other
Find
side,
out everything.
yeah, like you said, the other side of it is, if you just believe it's just gonna get better. I'm starting to be more of the mindset that nothing will get better that you don't make better, and that's why a plan is important. Like people. I think this is a time where you can't lean on a crutch of just, I'm just, because in church world, y'all know how we do. We get in church world, and it becomes the whole thing of, God gonna work it out for me, and I'm just gonna sit back and just enter my prayer closet. And it's like, no, this is the time where your feet have to go to work. You have to put your hands to the actual plow. You got to actually walk out.
But you know what? That's scripture too, though. Think about faith. You say you got faith, but Bible also you got to work.
Well, you got to work.
Have a plan.
Faith without works is dead.
Write the vision and make it plain. God ain't gonna just you sit at home. I remember one of these say, just tell me that when I first started working, trying to look for jobs when I was young. I'm like, God, I can't find no jobs. She said, well, you got to go look. They ain't gonna just come knock on the door. Hold on a second. Hold on, real quick. Keep talking. I'm.
Yeah, you good. That that even that scripture, write the vision. Hold on, because I'm trying to find where it's at. I know it's in Habakkuk. It's one of these times where you have to have a scripture. I'm not scripture, Lord have mercy. A plan, because all the scripture and all the prayer and everything else you throw out there is all fine, well, and good. All that is fine, well, and good. You can throw all these scriptures out there. You can pray all you want to. That's fine, well, and good. But until you actually get up and write something down, have something that's in order, have something that's like some forward motion, something that's realistic. I mean, like if your plan is, well, I'm gonna start working at a hospital doing surgery because they make $150,000 a year. Well, if your plan didn't include going to school and then getting a degree, a doctorate, and becoming a medical doctor, then your plan is not realistic. I don't care how much you pray, how many scriptures you read. No hospital is hiring you as a surgeon where you can start off a salary at $150,000 a year. So that just can't be part of your plan, right?
You got to have like you said, you got to have a plan. I looked at the Mayor Dalton yesterday. She knew she had that in the bag. She was like, they took the mayor spot and they took the little supervisor spot.
The supervisor spot, like, Napoleon Harris.
Trash. I'm y'all super mayor. They don't want y'all want your girl in there. But who wants, like, I know I saw her got in that fist fight. I said, oh, it's done.
She got a fist fight? I didn't see that.
You know Jedediah Brown, right? You know Jedediah.
No, I do. Oh,
Jedediah,
we've done something with him before, haven't we?
Yeah. You know what Jedediah is. Jedediah, I call him, I say he's Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, and Jesse Jackson rolling the one. He went down there and said what he had to say. He's outspoken.
Yeah.
Her guy and her staff jumped on him, tried to fight with him. She ran out and jumped on top and started hitting him too.
Wow. I do remember Jedediah Brown. We've done stuff with him.
Jedediah is crazy.
Yeah,
I do. But the whole point, she killed herself. Then she's like, the people, hey, I'm your Superman, but I take it to the street. Well, they found out now. Now now she don't have no protection because Lightfoot lit her up. So now the FBI is like, oh, you're not the mayor no more. So we need to come now. Hey, how you doing? Remember us? And see, I think that's what, I know he's mentioned this the other day. He's trying to figure out a way to do it 3 years in a row. That's the president said.
He said that there's ways to do a third term. One of the things they're looking at is 2 terms. Does it have to be consecutive? Like, is it a consecutive 2 terms? And it's like 2 terms is 2 terms in my head, but that got to be sorted out. Or there's what he's just basically said there's ways, but that's one way that I heard. Like, that exactly
what he's saying. There's a way for me to stay in if he got in not speaking anything down. If negative, if he lives to because he's gonna be honestly, he's gonna be too old to do that. Dude's gonna be he gonna be in his 80s when he's done being president. He already the way
what is he right now? Isn't he 80?
Yeah, he might be. He was only
or 81.
He was only 2 years younger than Joe Biden.
Yeah, him and Joe Biden are like the same age.
Like,
They
nigga,
be
y'all
brothers.
the same boat.
Yeah,
y'all would be at the same nursing home together. Why are you calling him Sleepy Joe and you are like 2 steps behind him?
Let's see, how old is Donald Trump?
One good
How
fall
old is
and y'all
Donald
both
Trump?
in the same situation.
Oh, he's 78. Okay.
Right. So.
Okay, but he'll be in his 80s. Yeah, he'll be
in his 80s.
Yeah, he'll be over 80.
Nobody, 85-year-old man, 86-year-old man making decisions for the world.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody does.
Somebody
the Mawa people want them. So there we go.
Sorry, everybody.
You know.
Sorry, people.
I mean, you know.
I just get aggravated by the foolish stuff I see on the news and with people. And now people have the situation they want, and now everybody crying. This is not fair. Well,
you know.
This is what you asked for. You know, you wanted them. Now your little cousins on the boat going back to Mexico. They got them on the back of pickup trucks crossing the border.
They've deported people who were actual citizens. Like,
he said
they're getting tied up with a few of those things.
Permanent dual. Yeah, he said he don't believe. The vice president said, I don't think there's a such thing as permanent citizenship when you're a foreigner now. Now they want to review that.
Well,
if you've been here 30 years, they say, does that really count now?
Yeah.
So
I think the vice president and the president are saying that because I think they're having problems at home. That's what I think it is. They're having problems at home.
They got foreign wives,
and they want to get rid of their wives, and they don't want to. They don't want to divorce nobody, so they go. They don't want to. They don't want to. Donald Trump don't want to get another divorce. JD Vance don't want to ruin his image by getting a divorce. So what they do, they put it on the law and say, get these women out of our houses.
like who was it? Was it King Louis? What king did that? Remember the king?
Yeah, that's would that be Louis or James? Was it Louis or James?
Louis
was France, so I think it was James in England who
get rid of his wife.
So he basically just started another church. Like they basically just said, we'll leave the Roman Catholic Church, and that was basically how we got the Anglican Church. That's
and then he's like, I'm gonna lead this church and then start my own. Now I can get rid of her. All of that to get rid of your wife. You start a whole new church, a whole new thing. That's crazy.
Oh, look, here's a piece of knowledge we can get from Brony Cat. The terms to serve president was changed to 2 terms back in February 27th, 1951. The only way you can serve 3 terms is that the 22nd Amendment will have to be ratified back to the original. Like, so we know it ain't gonna be ratified. We know that ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna ratify. No, they're not gonna get enough states on board to ratify that and make that happen. So that's not gonna happen. Because to ratify the Constitution, that's where the states have to jump in, right? Like it's more than just the House or Congress vote. States have to jump in and say this is what.
He don't realize every day the more dumb stuff he do, some of his, like you said, some of the Republican Party are like, wait a minute, you causing a lot of problems for us now. He's not controllable. Like most presidents were controllable. This dude just do what he want to do and don't care nothing about, now he challenging the Supreme Court. Y'all rulings, who says your rulings got to be final? Because
the Constitution, like the
says it's got to be final. And then you saw they got another justice on there now who's not a supporter of him. He hot. They got one on there yesterday. Who's not.
Well, nah.
Yeah, it's another, let me pull it up. Oh, sorry, everybody, but a new judge. A new judge in there.
So y'all know usually I'm really up to date on all this stuff and go back and forth. But when I say I've not paid much attention to any politics, any news, anything like that, I've not paid much attention to any of it. That's real talk. I've not paid any attention. So I don't even know half the stuff that's going on. I just catch what I can when I can. But by the time we get off of here, I'm running to an office. By the time I'm at the office, of course, I'm not watching the news and doing stuff there. When I get home, that's not how I try to end my night. So I feel so out of whack, Yeah. Let's see here. While you looking for that, I'm going to let this play
The
in the
new
background.
Supreme Court Justice. I got it. The new Supreme Court Justice is a black lady named something Jackson Brown.
Oh, Ketanji
She's
Braxton
now
Jan.
on the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Joe Biden appointed her.
she's
That's what you're
just-
talking
she-
about.
it
Oh
went
yeah,
through.
Ketanji Jackson Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she-
Well, she's been on there for a while. Yeah.
So she's on there now, and one of the Republicans one of his inner circle made the statement: Is she for us? They said we believe she's for us. You're saying us, but you're not talking about the people. You're talking about you all.
Yeah, like the
And
ones
she
who
said,
believe this
I'm going to
ideology.
follow what the. And she said, I'm going to follow what the law says, regardless of who likes it or who don't.
And that's the
Now
whole
they're
point.
like,
You
oh,
don't
no.
want. Yeah, that's the whole point. You don't want a judge who's for somebody. You want a judge who's just objective. Who like, I ain't for a Republican. I ain't for a Democrat. That's why I've never really understood. I can understand conservative rulings, conservative thought processes, liberal rulings, liberal thought processes, liberal interpretations, conservative interpretations. But and maybe latch into that. So I get that because that's just natural human bias. Hence why we have multiple judges on the Supreme Court. Hence why it's not that's why there's appeals processes and all that, because human biases do come in. But like the thought that a judge would rule with the president just because I'm conservative in thought. No. I look at the law. I'm conservative in thought, but I look at the law and I have to judge on that. Or, would rule with the Democrat president because they're liberal in thinking. Like, no, it don't work like that. Like, you're supposed to just be neutral to the law, And so, but this is what, this is essentially what they think they're getting is a buyout of the courts. And even the Republican or the conservative leaning judges are like, no, the courts is like, you can't have a court. Everybody except for Uncle Ruckus. He the only one on the Supreme Court. Him and Sam Alito and Uncle Ruckus. I don't even call him by his name.
He is the true.
He's lost the. Yeah, he's lost
Uncle
the. Yeah, he's lost the rights to the title Clarence. That's an old black man's name, and he lost that title. His name is Uncle Ruckus. That's his name.
No, and he is. I put money. He can tap dance. That's a tap dancing, shoot. What they call shucking and jiving fellow over there. He is Uncle Tom. He is He's on the porch. He's terrible. I was watching him the other day talking about a couple of months back or something. He was saying black people feel like they have all these rights. We as Americans, they have to work like the rest of us Americans. What do you mean like the rest of us? Nigga, you one too. You're a Supreme Court justice. You're the Supreme Court, Supreme Justice Thomas. If you go in a room full of people that don't look like you, that don't care nothing about you, go to the Klan rally and you ain't Supreme Court Justice. You that nigga right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. They might like him because he'll keep all the, even the most racist of slave owners had that one that they loved, and they didn't really love him. It was just the one that they gave special privileges because they keep the other niggas in line. They keep the other niggas in line.
That one they favorite a little bit.
Yeah, because that's the one that's gonna keep everybody else in line. Yeah, because they gonna keep everybody like Sam Jackson on Django. Like Sam Jackson on Django. That's
See, they liked him because he was like you said, they treated him different, let him stay in the house, come in the house and talk. But when he tried to challenge them, like, remember your place. Nigga, you ain't you with us, but you ain't. That's Clarence Thomas need to remember your place, man.
Like Kanye said, even if you get a 2-door Benzo, you still just a nigga in a coupe. Like that's like
that's
don't matter if you can afford it or not, you just a nigga in a coupe. Like, So
and that's
hey,
what they say. I'm
gonna go to a music break real quick, and I forgot to heat my coffee up. I was talking to Tara. So I gotta go heat my coffee up because I'm just drinking cold coffee at this point. And then you sticking on for a little bit? I know you at work checking on the stores and stuff.
I got a few more minutes. Yeah, I should be back when you come back. If I'm not here, then the Lord has removed me.
What? Oh my God, Jesus!
The Lord has removed me.
Well, I'm gonna see you out on the.
Then I saw one of my coworkers, one of the staff walk out. That's why I put you all on hold and muted. So what happened? I just got kicked out the store. I'm like, You just got kicked out the store. You're like, yeah, they just kicked me out of the store.
My God. Uh-oh. I think this thing just logged off while he was talking. Well, all right, that just logged off. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this song. When we come back, we coming back with Pastor Rich Holmes. Y'all definitely don't want to miss that. And Eric might be back. He said if he ain't here when he get back, that means the Lord called him on away. I hope we don't mean called him home. We don't want that to happen in Jesus' name. But now see, I'm just clicking all the wrong buttons. Just all the wrong buttons. There we go. I'm just clicking all the wrong buttons trying to get this back up. All right, y'all, we about to go to a music break. I'm just clicking all wrong buttons today. Jesus Christ. So I need to warm my coffee up so I can have another sip of that. But we're going to play this song real quick. This is dedicated to my wife. If she's not awake, then she's going to miss it. Dedicated to my wife. Y'all know I got to play something for her. I told y'all she's back home right now. But before we do that, subscribe, follow, share. Make sure y'all do all of that stuff because y'all know we have a good time over here. You definitely don't want to miss this. Did Rodney Perry just jump on Instagram? And my friend Bree and my friend Brittany. What's up, y'all, on the Instagram side? Rodney Perry, y'all know super comedian Rodney Perry. That is a solid brother right there, man. Love you, bro. That's Unk. That's Unk. You're like, what's up, Kankakee? Y'all, shout out to Rodney Perry, man. I love that, man. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. He's the one got me learning what an angel number was. Yeah. So anyways, all right, I'm about to play Green Light. This is dedicated to my wife, if I can find it, and hopefully we won't have no mishaps on playing the music again. Here it is. This is my video because I like this song, and it is really encouraging my soul because we about the movement. Zeke, Locke'd, the new experience. Can I get a green light? I want everything you promised me, Lord. Sometimes it seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? Want to be right? So I'm moving out your green light. Say,
Can I get a green light?
how y'all doing, huh? Where you at, huh?
Can I get a green light?
Wait on the Lord, God, you take a man's word. What you say, huh? Yo, say.
Can I get a green light?
See, I want everything.
I want everything you promised me, Lord. Seems like
It's taking way too long.
Seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide.
Should I stay? Should I move on?
Should I move on? Wanna be right?
So I don't move.
I'll move like a green
Yo,
light.
say.
Can I get a green light?
How y'all doing, huh? Where y'all at, huh?
Can I get a green light?
And if you wait on the Lord, God, you take a man's word. What you say, huh?
Can I get a green light?
Bring the whole world jumping.
Can I get a green light?
But I'm still doing nothing.
Can I get a green light?
Said a one, but till I hear you saying something. But I wonder.
Can I get a green light?
stand up, never lay down. Used to see us in the back, we in the front now. They tried, we did. Stepping up, no chill, I'm about to go in. Steady dancing in the clouds, got Abba walking mouse, talking handshake smiles for the big win. FOMO's on the reach in, trying to put their bid in, hoping they can slide just a piece in. But this ain't for the weak, for the hearts wanna sleep. Put a guard on your piece, gotta stand in your sleep. Take a breath and be meek, gotta take it from me. No one can do you like you do it. Be fluent in you, that's a movement. Stay focused on you, it's not selfish, it's true. It is only to you that you prove it. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. People used to talk how me for falling off, now they looking for my corner. Red form on the backtrack, I ain't cutting no slack, it's a new order. Set my team real strong now. Kingdom coming like a song now. Guaranteed on this walk, you won't believe, but his word is the creed, and my faith it goes free. No one can do you like you do it. Be fluent in you, that's a movement. Stay focused on you, it's not selfish, it's true. It is only to you that you prove it. It is only through him that you prove it. It is only through him that you prove. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. Entangled entrapments, the pressures of being down. Transcender traps and dead bodies have shunned the clouds. Depression's a trophy for Gen Z, and socials will kill you with envy, fabricating the line through the enemy. My state, it is altered and change has occurred. Intention is heavy on serving this word. My being has meaning, no love lost, I mean it. I'm good, I believe me, that's you, I don't think. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah.
It's the old people dance. It's the old people dance.
Yep.
That's the old people dance right there. You got to grab your back because, you know, your back might be a little bit out. So you got to grab your back, you know. Y'all, I got my friend, our friend, the one and only. Y'all are Locke'd stars, but we got the past star over here. The one and only Rich Holmes. We're going to bring him to the stage the right way. Y'all do me a favor. Put some love in there for Rich Holmes.
What up?
Hey,
What's
flying,
happening, everybody?
We flying, Doc.
We fly high. Hey,
Flying high. Hey. What's up, man? What's
crackalacking?
crackalacking?
Doing?
Good morning to thee.
Thou art doing greatest on today. Yes, is I hear it.
Ishaba tiata. Yeah.
Tata iba oboste.
I'm gonna start speaking in King James tongues. Everything gonna have a verily I say unto you, Ishaba ta'eth.
Yes. Go be it to the way you should go with. Now and forevermore. Yo, Marcus,
Yeah.
what's up, man? Good sir.
You wanna know why I'm hating? When Jamaica was on the green light video, he said the woman with the pink hair was fine. He wanna know her name. So I told him, get a room.
I know, right? Hey, man, shoot your shot, Doc. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. You might get her. You might get her. You might, but be careful. You might knock her up. You might.
You might knock up, Doc.
You might knock up.
Right
That's
you go ahead. Slide in the DMs, Doc. Go for that one.
slide in the DMs. That's what we're gonna give you some advice, Marcus.
Yeah.
This is for Marcus. This
Marcus
is I ain't gonna
only.
say this to everybody. This is only for Marcus.
Yeah.
Slide in the DM of Jamaica Lachey. I have inside authority. I have inside knowledge to let you know in Jesus' name that if you slide in her DMs, Jamaica Lachey, you gonna get a favorable response. Yeah. It's only for Marcus. Now, somebody. Now, for any other fella, I'm letting you know. If you slide in Jamaica Lachey's DMs, I feel the Lord saying there's a DJ, somebody who's a DJ who just might roll up on you. He just might roll up on you and punch you in the mouth. So don't slide in the DMs unless your name is Marcus Johnson. I hear that name, and Marcus Johnson. I just hear that name Marcus. Slide in the DMs.
Get in the vein, Doc. Get in the vein.
Yeah, I think you got a chance, man. Yeah, I think you got a chance. I do. Step out on faith. Yeah, hey. Go ahead and send your offering. But be careful, you might get a baby out of this. I'm just letting you know.
You might get a baby. You might get one.
I see a baby in the future.
It's funny. I see the baby.
Ooh, Lion of Judah. Hey, I just hear the word Lion of Judah.
You need to give him a praise. Judah means praise, don't it? Huh? Right there.
For those of y'all that don't know, so y'all don't think we over here being messy, Marcus and Jamaica are married. Jamaica Lachey is his wife. This man's wife is Jamaica Lachey, who you heard her song, I Don't Want It. I told y'all, that's been our prophetic song for the last couple weeks. I Don't Want It and Say Less. Those two songs they've been speaking to me, so that's why I've been playing them. Because they've been speaking to me. I be walking around randomly at times just singing, randomly singing, if it don't bring me love, I don't want it. Like, literally, it's my song when I want to say no to something. It makes me think, like, and, somebody can say something a million different ways, but, a song, it'll stick with you for a while. Like,
yeah, you can preach sermons all day, but sometimes a good song will get it where it needs to be.
Good song. That's why artists, y'all better write good songs, man. Shout out to our friend Miss Ursula Ellis. Shout out to her. That's one of our favorite lock stars. She gets on about this time every day. And I thought I saw my friend Miss Brenda Rose. And I saw my auntie Regina. What's up, auntie? I thought I saw Miss Brenda Rose jump in here. I want to make sure to give her a shout out. I saw J. Ara in there. I'm just scrolling through comments that happened much earlier. Yeah. So we always want to shout out our people. There's Tara Jones. That's our friend. She was supposed to be on with us today, but some wires got crossed on our end. Some wires got crossed. Eric been busy. He been ripping and running. So it's just
everything.
Well, we getting her rescheduled because we got some good questions for her. So we're gonna get her rescheduled. So yeah. So that's why y'all tune in, lock in, should I say? Yeah, y'all lock in. Hey, girl. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in because we're gonna have Tara Jones back. We're gonna have all that. But we are never at a loss for things to talk about. We are never at a loss for things to talk about. In fact, we always have to shut up so we can get our guests some space.
Y'all believe our conversation spilled over yesterday for another 30-35 minutes after we was off the air.
It sure did.
Him just talk.
It sure did.
It was good.
I tried to record it, but I got to clear some room or something on StreamYard. Apparently, I tried to just to clear it up a little bit. Not to clear it up. I'm sorry, but to record it so that we could take it and like put it into like I don't know. We got to put that in like Patreon or something.
Patreon.
Yeah. We got to look into that. That's a good spot. And then because then there's like all kind of other stuff. We do a lot of stuff actually, and I'm just the thing for me. I've not been very good about like putting it out there. All the stuff that happens. I'm not all the stuff I be doing. I'm not good about that. While other people, as soon as they walk in the building, they got reels going and everything else, and I walk in the building, and I'm just to the people. Hey, everybody, Zeke is here. Like that's the, But so I'm never thinking to even have my phone. Half the time, I don't even know where my phone is. I don't left it in the car or at the house or in the office or sitting on some table somewhere. So I never think about it. So I might have to do something that makes me put some stuff together so people have access. And I hear Patreon is a good way to do that. So I don't know. We'll see, y'all. We'll try it out. We'll see. Yeah, I think we
see
might
a
try that
Patreon
out.
in your future.
Hey!
Oh, can we see a Patreon in the future?
Woo!
Oh, as we do the work, Jesus.
Like when you see mother grab her, but she start hugging herself.
Now that's a good one there. When they start hugging
They
themselves,
start hugging themselves
there.
and they start rocking.
When they start rubbing their legs, when they
Right.
feel like they on fire with ooh, the legs. My God.
Who said
Do
this?
your knees hurt or is it just your leg? Okay, I get it. Come on, feel the
No,
fire.
they about to shout. That's you got to stretch and you got to warm up before you do physical activity. They warming them knees up. All right, we gonna get up, Jesus. I got to shout. I feel that shout coming on. Let me warm these knees up and rub them. Let me check. If I rub it right here and I feel that pain, I'm not gonna shout. If I rub it right here and I don't feel no pain though, I'm gonna get up. But if I feel a pain just in this spot, then I know I got about a 30-second shout, and then I gotta sit down somewhere. Don't go 32 seconds.
Don't go 32 seconds.
Because I'm gonna be in pain later tonight.
Yeah, because you just take off running no more after 40. You got to warm them up. You're right. You can't just take off running.
I said, when was the last time you just took into a full sprint just out of nowhere?
It was probably, I ain't gonna lie, Rashawn hit us up and was like, hey, brothers, listen, let me tell y'all something. Rashawn's an athlete. He plays basketball in the NBA. He's a great guy. And so he told us, hey, man, y'all need to practice doing a full sprint run just randomly. So as you go into the gym, I'm back in the gym working out. He's like, make sure you do a full sprint run because you never know when you have to do it.
That's true.
So I did it maybe it was by the end of last year. So from around November was like my last time doing a full sprint run.
Mm-hmm.
And so I heard after that it was something. But I will say I did it after working out, and man, I felt real good afterwards though.
Mm-hmm.
It was over just to get that good run and pumping it. It was good. But he was like, because you gotta get that body, them aches and pains. You gotta get used to it. You gotta run, and something happens. Hey, you gotta be able to take off.
We had that happen. Remember your bachelor when we got married you got married in New Orleans. And so we was down there and we were just walking around just enjoying, and then the stampede broke. That was a wild night. Like we was just chilling. We just walking around like just chilling. Just a group of dudes chilling. We ain't doing nothing crazy.
No.
It's November. It ain't even supposed to be a whole lot of people out there. We went down there. It was so many people. It was a lot of kids out. Like it was like teenagers just unsupervised, and stuff was just cracking down there, man.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So that stampede happened. I remember seeing the horses go, like cops on horses running through. I was like, this is like a movie scene. This was crazy. Like just out of nowhere. Like you would have thought like guns went off or something. I guess two people just started pushing each other, and it just caused a whole stampede. We was like, where is Rich? Like, I was there like, where's Rich? Like anybody know where he is? And Rich just walking like, man. Like, I'm like whole stampede breaking out. That was great. Like you never know though. You might have to take off running in a situation like that.
That's right.
You just might need to take
off running. And I wasn't ready. I was just looking, oh man, what's happening now?
That was a wild time. That was
trying to get married, guy.
Man, that same night, the gunshots. Remember that? Oh man, there's a story for him. Can I tell him that story, Doc? Can I tell him?
Man. Tell the story, man. How it saved our life.
I just want y'all to know a strip club saved my life.
Headlines. There it is. Strip club saves Zeke Locke'd life.
Strip club saved my life. Me and a whole group of guys. Our life was spared by a strip club. So we were walking around in New Orleans. Y'all know New Orleans. I don't know if you've ever been on Bourbon Street in New Orleans in the French Quarter. That's the French Quarter, I think, in Bourbon Street and all that. But down in that area, there's bars and strip clubs and restaurants and, like little boutique hotels and all that. That's why it's like Party Central. That's what Mardi Gras. So anybody that's never been there, it's just, just bar after bar, strip club after strip club, like wild stuff just down there. It's Bourbon Street. It can be a lot of fun just to walk down to see the culture, the history and all that, or you can be really wild if you want to go that far with it. That's what Bourbon Street is. And so, we was just hanging out. We had to get up early the next day to get on the boat, so we couldn't do nothing super crazy because y'all got married on the boat the next day. We had to be up and ready to go and all that. So, we weren't doing much of anything. We just hanging out, but it got late and we were hungry. Like we wanted some chicken. And I think it started off because we went to that one chicken joint y'all saw about. It was like closed or something. Yeah.
Man, we walked a long
Hey,
way.
it was like late. We were like, dang, and we weren't staying there. We were staying like where it was easier to get to the boat. So wasn't nothing open out there. We like, well, we don't get no food. We just gonna be hungry. So we walked back to Bourbon Street just trying to find something, anything to eat.
Yeah.
And so, I was best man, so I'm peeking my head in, just trying to keep the thing going. I peek my head into one place, and it's a strip club. Like, and so I come back out, and I'm like, no, it's, like that ain't a food. That we don't want to go there. That's not. And it wasn't even a good strip club.
They ain't got
It was
that
like
good wings in there, all day.
right. You weren't gonna find the good wings in there. Y'all know Atlanta black
wings,
strip clubs. Folks don't even go for the strippers. They go for the wings.
Come on.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing. People go to the strip club for wings, like Magic City and all that. Well, this particular strip club.
That's what it is.
Yeah. But this particular strip club, that was not the case. This was Becky and them. They were walked in. It was rock and roll music playing. Now don't y'all be sitting here like judging us. Don't be sitting here because some of y'all been to strip clubs and you haven't. You've seen it on TV and movies, and y'all know what a black strip. You can imagine what a black strip club. If you've never been to one, you can imagine what it is. It's like boom, 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 get them, boom. Like it's music that just sound like lust and sex and sin. And that's what black strip clubs sound like. Not the white strip club. I walked in there and they was playing like they're like rock and roll playing, and it's white girls in there doing their hair like this.
Just there it is.
And the girl, she's up there like this, and I'm like, oh, this ain't a restaurant. So I walk out. Now all the group of guys, they was all out. I was just running in just to see what it was. They'd be just to see what it is. They'll be having signs on some of these buildings, and even if it was a sign, you still don't know what it is. Could be a bar, could be a strip club, could be a school. I don't know. Like
they all look the same.
They all look the same on Bourbon Street. Yeah. So I walked in. Could be a tarot card reader. Could be a church. I don't know. Like it's just yeah. So I walked in to look. Like people were going in and out. They was open. All right, y'all got food? No, it's not a restaurant. Soon as I walk out and get to the rest of the guys, we try to figure out a plan. Pop, pop, pop. That's what we. So we all ran inside of this strip club.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, these gunshots that had happened like maybe 45 feet away from us. Yeah, like maybe. Yeah. Somebody got shot. Yeah, they had a shooting like right next to where we were. Like it was right there on that corner where this strip club is where we were. So we ran just inside just to be safe. And then so the cops like blocked the street off, and wherever you were, you had to stay inside. They made people go like inside. So for us, we went into this strip club. Yeah, like a scene of White Chicks. Yes, it was literally like that. So we sitting here now, and we was in there for like an hour. Like
one of the most, they were. It was crazy. It was a moment.
So awkward.
We're like, I don't want to.
We looked awkward in there. Like it was just.
Are you guys okay? Is everybody okay? Man, somebody got shot. We just trying to figure out what to do.
We don't know what to do. We don't know when we can leave. The cops won't let us walk out. We stuck in here.
Change from over there. Listen, Becky, we're trying to figure out how do we get back out of here.
We just want food, Becky. That's all we want. And
we don't
do y'all got wings or something? Y'all got a menu or something? How we got to sit here? They had no food. Nothing. They had nothing. Just drinks and
just drink your life.
Tassels on titties. That's all they just. They doing little stuff, and the way it was set up, like it wasn't just one stage. There was like 2 or 3 stages, and then they had like tables that were like in circular booths that had like a pole with a stage like in the booth. So like girls kept coming over to dance for us, and it was just. I mean, it's like I don't know how to describe it because y'all know black women. If you know y'all, they be doing all these girls was down there just
what they do, Zeke. What they do?
Black girls, they be I mean, they be we just got a different vibe, so we didn't even get that out of it. We got Becky getting on all fours and swinging her hair all around. And me, I'm on the phone just trying to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out we got to order an Uber. We got to get like 2 or 3 Ubers because there's a bunch of us. I'm trying to figure out them logistics. We hungry as I don't know what. I'm trying to figure out them logistics because we still ain't ate. All of this started because we just trying to eat.
What? Bro, why every time we get hungry at night and we go fast, we run into some of the craziest things, bro.
This happened in Vegas. We went and did the filming in Vegas. We were just trying to find some food. Just trying to find some food. And then next thing you know, we got random streetwalkers walking up to us.
You want to have
That
a good
girl walked
time?
up because you did find something. No, what was it? It was one of us had like something, and like a snack or something that we had, like some fries. I think.
Fries. We
I
tried.
think it was
yeah,
B-Mac
fries.
had some fries, and then
Yeah.
some girl come up like, "Can I have some of those?" Like, what? Who are you even, and where'd you come from? Like,
And why you look so like you just all made up right now? It's 3-4 o'clock in the morning. What's happening right now?
And you just hanging out by yourself?
By
Oh,
yourself?
because I'm just, I'm hanging out with my friends and stuff. Where they at?
Where you
3 in the
friends at?
morning. Where your friends at? Like, and we just got these fries. Why do you want his fries? Like,
Ooh, that was a long shoot, man.
my God. And then we was just, and us being us, we just messing with them. Like,
Right. All right. So what's happening? What's going on? Vegas, you from here? Like, yeah,
right.
we
So what you really doing out here? Like, so what you, I think at some point I finally was just hungry enough. I think I did just end up saying that, like, come on, quit running game, y'all. Y'all try to get us up to your room. We ain't trying to do that. Like,
We're not trying to
do you know where I can get a burger at? Like, I just want a burger right now.
fries? Can I get some fries somewhere in the milkshake, maybe?
And
You know
we
what?
still that night never got our burger and fries. We ended up going
That is
back.
crazy. We never got the fries in the
Never got it. We never got it. So to the story about the strip club, we in there from the gunshots. That saved our life. We were able to run inside, had to bust into a full sprint for a couple yards to get inside of this building. And turned out it wasn't even that good. Like it wasn't even tempting. It wasn't even wasn't even tempted. Like was no temptation whatsoever. It was whack as I don't know what. So we got locked in a whack strip club.
If I'm gonna go to a store, let me go to the ones that everybody, go enjoy. This is my experience, and that's the one I was like, oh boy, I'm stuck in here.
No, this if you ever
be what people go to and like and enjoy. This don't look like nothing of the movies. This don't look like what's my movie? What's the show they got now? All the Queens. No, that's the other one. That's the other people. Okay, well, y'all know them.
Beauty and Black, Tyler Perry, or
Black, yeah, it don't look like that.
shows like that, or P Valley or whatever it's called. All that stuff. Yeah. No. There was not one of those. This was more like something that would have come out of a scene of like Top Flight or something like that. Or Top Gun, I mean, like out of like Top Gun, or this is like a movie starring Tom Cruise. It was that kind of strip club in the 80s where they had like some dusty strip club in the country and like rock and roll songs are playing. And the girl comes out, she's wearing her boots and she's got her hair and she starts doing all of this right here and and her hair is just swinging and she's got tassels and we were just like, oh my God, go away. Like they kept coming to our table. We were just like, go away. I'm doing please get away from me. Like I just want some food. I'm so hungry. And I don't remember if we got food that night. I don't remember if we got food that night, to be honest with you. I don't even remember if by the time we got let out, we just had to find where to go. Yeah, we had to find where to go to get an Uber. By that time, we was like, all right, we done been in a stampede. We done been in gunshots. We done got held hostage in a whack strip club.
Oh man, that was it, man. That was it. He brought some times back. That's how, man.
It was like a table full of black dudes, and then it was like scattered, like middle-aged white guys scattered around the building. Like maybe like 6 of them scattered around. It was like 12 of us sitting at a table, standing around, just trying to figure out when we finna get out of here. And the girls kept, of course, coming to where the big group of guys are, and we all was just like, bro, just like we just try to leave, man. Like leave us alone.
Respectful. We just trying to let you know you ain't got to come over here. No,
like literally, we try to let them know we ain't trying to jump into your business, but at the same time, we're being held here against our will.
We can't leave.
We cannot leave. They won't let us leave.
They say we can't leave. Okay, somebody shot out there. I don't know if they died. They shot out there. My God.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They didn't even know all that was going on right outside the door. They didn't even know that was going on. Because they too busy listening to rock and roll music, listening to Kid Rock, stripping the Kid Rock. That's crazy work. That's
different. That's a different type of rhythm there. You got a whole different type of balance.
Just a whole different. Okay, I ain't gonna make this racial because my grandmother will be mad at me. My grandmother. I got a white grandmother. I got a white family, so I got to be careful. I want to offend my family. Like.
Oh Jesus!
I read a meme one time. It said, black people dance to the beat, white people dance to the lyrics. And it said that explains everything. I said,
I can see that.
ah.
Oh,
See, it's just a cultural
yeah.
thing. See, it's not that white
Sometimes
people don't
lyrics
have
can be off.
rhythm. Dave Chappelle tried to tell us back on Chappelle Show. It's not that
That's a
white
good
people
point.
don't dance. You just got to give them the right kind of music.
That's it. Gotta do their thing. They gotta feel it.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, it's a different feeling. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Unless you in a strip club in New Orleans. Then it's like nobody wants to see that. Especially when you hungry and y'all ain't got chicken wings.
And
Like,
somebody just got shot.
yeah.
What's going on? The
At
stress.
least give me a consolation wing. Like I want a consolation chicken wing because somebody got shot right outside. Like
That's
it's
hilarious.
that really happened, y'all. This is not a made up story. This actually happened just this way. Will C is here. He said y'all gonna get this show canceled in 2025.
Listen, we're having
Y'all
a good
think
time out here. Zeke live in the morning. You never know what's gonna happen.
For real. Y'all think I'm lying though? That's a real story that actually
Real.
happened. Like that really
We got
happened.
so many real stories.
Yeah, we were just hanging out in New Orleans and that happened. We got what else? What else random stuff? We do have a lot of random stories. Like
When we think about it.
remember the
Uh-oh. Oh God.
was this Baltimore or was it DC or was it on tour? I don't remember if it was Baltimore. I don't remember if it was DC. I don't remember what city it was. We had that Uber driver who he told us he had a new concept for gospel.
Oh, this is groundbreaking.
Woo! He said,
Groundbreaking.
man, we was like, this
Tell
was
him,
Pittsburgh. It was Pittsburgh, matter of fact. I do remember. It was Pittsburgh. We was in Pittsburgh.
Yes, Pittsburgh.
And dude was like, oh, man. He was like, oh, you guys on tour? Oh, you guys at that show? Oh, man. I be promoting gospel concerts and stuff, too. You know, we bring a lot of stuff to the city. Everybody know me. Oh, dude, that's what's up. All right, come through. Bad. But he's like, man, but the people don't come out like they used to and this, that, and other. Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah, this, it's tough. I get it. Yeah, man. But, we're going to do something real new. I got a new idea for a gospel concert. It's going to bring all the people out, man. It's going to change. It's going to change the whole industry. For real? What you got going on? I was like, let me know. I'm interested. What you got going on?
Come
He's
on,
like,
Doc.
man, we're going to get the people together and we're going to have people.
No, it's good, guys. You guys just stay tuned for it. I know
He
it's
said,
gotta get it out.
the
It's
people
good.
gonna sing along and stomp their feet and clap their hands. We're gonna make them stand up on their feet and stomp their feet
Clap their hands.
and clap their hands. I was like, okay, what else? He was like, yeah, man, that's that's the new concept, guys.
That was it, guys.
That was it. That's the new
We're gonna stand
concept.
up, clap our hands.
People gonna stand up, stomp their feet, clap their hands, and sing along at the gospel concert. That's gonna change the whole industry. I'm telling you.
New wave.
The new wave. The day that people start standing up, clapping their hands, and stumping their feet and singing along, my God,
At
the
a gospel
industry is at a gospel concert, but the industry is rocket ship up. Because I've never been to a gospel concert where I had the opportunity to stump my feet, clap my hands, stand up, sing along. I've just never been there. Pittsburgh, you're on to something new. You are by Jilly, you are on to something. Like,
By Jilly. By golly, you got it, man.
you got it, Pittsburgh. What a new wave. Y'all let me know how it goes because I know it's not common to go to gospel concerts where you stump your feet and clap your hands and stand up and sing along.
You just sit there and look.
I guess you just sit there and look. We was back there. We was trying not to laugh at this man's face.
Not to laugh. I've never heard something like that was so revolutionary. I said, I need to go back and figure out what else can I do. I need something more. Something that revolutionary. My goodness.
Revolutionary. This is I feel the game. I feel the game changing. I'm not lying.
Not lying.
This is imagine waking up at 5 a.m. to get on a 6:30 flight.
Yeah.
and you get off the plane, you're tired. And somebody in your Uber car is talking your ear off.
Your whole ear.
You don't want to hear none of it because it's early. We got to get into this hotel. At least they gave us early check-in and we get but I'm tired. I need a nap. I got to be on stage in less than 12 hours. I ain't had no sleep. You talking my ear off and then you tune my ear in because because you say you got a revolutionary thing and you out here and everybody know you. Like,
Eyes haven't seen this, ears haven't heard this. This is it. Woo!
Man, you say that. Yo, I got to shout out Emma. What's up, Emma? She was in class with me. She acts with Richard Gallion, and we're going to start having her on some stuff because she does a thing called Wellness Wednesdays. I just found this out last night. So we're going to figure something out with that. But yeah, so shout out to Emma. We graduated our acting classes together last night. So
way to graduate, man. Congratulations, man. You graduated again,
Thank
man.
you.
You did it.
Thank
You're on
you.
your way. You the next
I did
Slimmy
it.
Brewski, man. I keep
yeah,
saying
you know.
the next Slimmy Brewski.
I try, you know. I don't think I'm going to get an Oscar just yet. Not just yet, but I think with just one more class, I don't even need to finish the whole class. Just give me like 2 sessions in one class, and I think I got Denzel. Watch out.
Oh boy, I love it,
Yeah.
man. I love the energy. I love it. Keep it going for sure.
Yeah.
Rhonda Mirage, what's up? I just saw her comment. My bad.
Oh yeah, she's there. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. Doc, are you doing the Rhonda on the Run challenge?
You know what? I am running. Yes. I am doing the Rhonda on the Run challenge. I am so excited to be a part of this amazing thing to help push health awareness, to help push you feeling good about yourself and really making an attempt to do something better with your health. I'm big on that. I believe us, and like I said, I'm in a church community, but the whole community, we need to do better with our health. So anytime someone does anything to push that, I'm behind it. So I'm running on the rocks. I'm running on the run. Now I'm not running just yet, Rhonda. I got to get my knee together. I'm about 2 weeks away.
Oh, that's right. You got the knee situation. Yeah,
I do. But I can walk a little bit. So I did my walking today. Got my
I'm
weight
walking
today.
Yeah.
Now I'm here at Zeke Live in the morning.
Oh, nice. You what do? You walk around the block? Walk around the hood?
Yeah, we got a nice little track around the block. So I just walk around that track.
Yeah.
We go around 2 times, I believe it's a mile, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I haven't made it around twice. Hallelujah.
I was just thinking, I was down in Kankakee the other day with my parents. You know, they was here, so we took a drive through Kankakee and Hopkins Park, and we went, you know, just some of those hot spots we used to always go to and all that. Just kind of drive through. My dad hadn't seen it in years, so, you know, a chance to just drive through and just see how changes happen, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, we're looking at some of those spots when we went down by one of the trails I used to do every morning. And then it just hit me like that trail is, I forget what it is, but it's something like 2.3 miles or something like that if you do the entire thing. So I would, you know, from my house, if I add on the quarter mile, half mile from my house to the trail, maybe the quarter mile from my house to the trail, plus the 2.3 miles, you know, you're talking, let's just call it 2.5 miles just to round it out real nice. But I would do that every day. Like I would run the trail, but of course that's going one way, so I got to come back. So that's 2.5 miles going that way, 2.5 coming home. So I was doing like 5 miles a day, like a jog / run.
Let's go.
Walking it when I need to. That was when I lived in Kankakee now, so that's been several years at this point. So
don't get too excited. I didn't
don't
say
get too excited. I don't know that I'm doing 5 miles now.
Yes, sir.
At least not jogging it the whole time. But I gotta work myself back up to that. I like going down to the beach in the morning and taking a long walk at night. Yeah. But now we do the morning show in the morning. I'm usually busy around about night, so I got to figure out when to get that in because I don't like going on the. Like I don't like doing the treadmill thing at the gym. Like I really don't. I don't like it.
I just got into the stair thing where you go up on them stairs. Man, that thing is really, I don't know if it's Stairmaster what it's called, but that had me for a minute. But that's pretty good. It was something else I missed it. Dang it, God dog it. I'm getting that's that 40. There it is. Right there.
Is it the elliptical thing? You ever do those?
Well, yeah, I do that to
Elliptical?
warm up. Elliptical. And then the stair thing is one thing, and then just a regular walk is another thing if I just do that. I'm saying the dude with the ice water in his face, he helped me out. Put his face in the water, the ice what we showed the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, Robert Marshall.
I think I'm more of a morning person. I think I can do the get up at 5, 6 to do the workout and then kind of do everything else for life.
That makes sense.
And I enjoy that. So I feel good, feel better. So thank you, Rhonda, because we got to get you to Cabo because I'm trying to go too.
Listen,
I want talking about, but I'm one of them.
I want tickets on that train. I'm going to the train, plane, automobile. I don't care how you get there. Just have me here. That's all I want. Get me with you. I'm trying to go to Cabo. Yeah, with Rhonda on the rocks. So y'all do Rhonda on the Run challenge. You know, you got to tag it on Instagram. You hashtag Rhonda on the Run, then tag her on Instagram. So put your progress up on IG and let's see what it's going to be with Rhonda and also me. So they I was just trying to find a rhyme.
He's such a lyricist, guys. Oh my God.
I wish I could freestyle like good though. I wish I could freestyle.
Yo,
your brother does that so good.
Yeah. Good. Very good. Speaking of bro, oh man, he starts his filming next week. We're so excited. I got a movie coming out. We start filming next week. This movie is going to be amazing.
Tell us, can you tell us a bit about it, or do we have to wait?
You know, I'm gonna let him. I want him to share that.
Sure, that's good.
Really something personal to him. It's his baby. You know how your artists can be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just the person to kind of just put it in the air, put the buzz. But I want him to share because it's really something that he's been passionate about. It's something that his whole life has been. It's really almost like not a life story, but it really is in that space, in that vein.
Sure.
But it's very entertaining. It has some great familiar people that you used to seeing, some of your popular social media followers, top people that's in there on Instagram. Some of them will be on here. This movie is going to be good, and you're going to enjoy it. So you'll see a lot more coming out when we start our filming next week. So we ask for those that do pray, come on, somebody. If you can just keep us in your prayer, and those that know about the movie industry, if you have anything you want to share with us, we welcome it. We welcome all wisdom and things like that as well. So, hey, it's coming. We got more and more. We got 3 more other movies lined up. So this year is going to be
bad. The movie industry is buzzing. It's buzzing. I mentioned earlier about LAH Entertainment. You know, I've been mentioning them every day, and as we will this entire month. With all the stuff, because they're our monthly sponsor. They've sponsored all of our expenses for the month. Yeah. And I mentioned earlier that there was a casting call that was done for LAH recently. Yeah. And there may still be some roles and things available. And you know, can you speak to that just a little bit? Let the people know, because I don't know the full details in that.
So we're getting some finalized dates so we can go ahead and share with some people that we're looking to. If you ever have any interest in acting, now you gotta make sure you come prepared though. So if you have you need to have a what's that thing called?
Like a headshot,
headshot, it is.
Sizzle reel, those kinds of things.
That's what, you know. If you have sizzle reels, they're great, but a headshot is really important for the type of role and what type of movie this is. It's a series movie. It's a series. It's not a movie. It's a series. This is a series.
Gotcha.
And so you want to think in the mindset of like a power series, if you will. And so that's something, if you're in that type of space and you think you can really be the light and excel in those type of roles, if you know the power series that happened on Stars, 50 Cent, biggest thing. And so, that's what we're doing. So we're waiting to get the dates. Once we get the dates, then we can share more information. We did have a casting call this past weekend, went good. And but we're going to have some more to give other people opportunities to come on and be a part. Hey, if you want to let the light shine, here's your opportunity. You've been waiting for opportunities, waiting for signs. Lord, give me a green light. This may be your green light.
Hey.
Go out there. I'll have some information to submit. I think the email is lahentertainment@gmail.com. But I will make sure I get that to Zeke, and we'll make sure it's good.
Yeah, we can definitely get that loaded up for folks. We be telling folks, man, we be trying to tell y'all, man, your lock in over here is not just a great way to start your day, but it's a great way to gain some information, some knowledge, some insight, some wisdom, even some opportunities. And so this is one of those opportunities, and we want to make sure that people know that, you know, if you into that industry, if you into acting, if you're an actor to be or not to be, if you are a trained actor like me, I've had 4 classes with Richard Gallion, so I'm now a trained actor. I consider myself now.
Zeke in the movie soon, so we just wait for him to finish and get ready. So I'll just be ready for that too.
Oh, see, I told y'all I'm a trained actor.
Zeke's been in movies before.
I have.
Zeke don't tell people a lot of stuff.
I don't.
We done got him on 2 or 3 BT movies. You know what I mean? So if y'all ain't seen it, check out Love something.
Let's see. The
What a terrible
Fallen.
manager I am right there.
I
Oh my God, I had to
don't even
load it
remember
up.
the names of these movies sometimes. I'm in The Fallen, Valentine, Wedding, and
Yeah, My Valentine's Wedding. There it is.
oh, what's the third one with Chris and them? Oh shoot, Chris, Janine, don't y'all beat me up for not even knowing the movie I'm in.
I know My
Shoot, I
Valentine's
can't think of
Wedding
it.
is one, and Zeke is actually singing in that one, guys.
I'm singing another one too.
You are?
I'm singing in all three of them actually. Yeah, I've okay. Dietrich, don't beat me up. I've never seen The Fallen, the movie I'm in.
Shout
With
out to Dietrich for helping us know they got some.
I love Dietrich. He's dope. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like in the studio singing in the Dietrich movie, and then I like come out and I get in a fight with him, and then let me see what else. The movie, the first one that we did with the choir, was in the robes in the stand. We did it on Valentine's Day, the 13th, and then Valentine's. That was.
Oh, okay, I remember that one.
Oh God, I can't think of the name of the movie. They were like at the church. They was trying to have a baby. They ended up like it was like a whole thing. Like, and we was the choir. We came back twice filming that, and then we did that. Valentine Wedding, where I was in the engagement scene. Yeah.
Look, I want to let you guys know, my Valentine Wedding, I believe, was the only one that Zeke had his own trailer.
I did have my own trailer.
See, he did the mother movies with everybody else. Came over here, we connected. He got a trailer in this movie. We don't play around here. We take care of our people.
Listen, they put me over on that trailer, and I said, Rhonda is hilarious. I saw Zeke once randomly in the movie. I texted him. He still ain't texting me. This is true. I probably have not. But I started texting you about other stuff, so that counts. They got to count for something.
That's hilarious. That's real.
Yeah, no, they put me in that trailer, man. Listen, you couldn't tell me nothing that day. I was just like, I should have brought an entourage. I should have had
had an outfit, had a little camera guy. It was me.
Yeah.
It was a camera guy.
Had a barber.
Had a barber.
Yeah, they cut my hair inside the trailer. Like they were set up, ready to go.
As best as it could. He did the best he could to make him look okay.
They came, got me dressed. Yeah, came in the trailer. I went to a makeup trailer, but I had to go to a makeup trailer. But they did my makeup, they did my hair, they did the whole nine. Put me in an outfit. I had to go out there. Now, I don't think people realize this.
Just acting class yet, and
I hadn't even took an acting class yet.
But he been in 3 movies. Which he has credits for, which I want people to understand how important credits is. Huh?
That's true.
Not just your credit for money and finance, just credibility, period, of your name being attached to something that's credible. That's important. Don't despise that. You can always use that further down the line. So now when it comes to negotiation, is the business principle here. I now can take the credits of Zeke being in 3 credible movies that's been on BT. These numbers, they've done this work. This producer, this director has done this and that. So it's not just on the strength of Zeke, it's who he's also connected with and what his name is connected to. So now when I go to the negotiation table, I say, hey, he's been in 3 movies. You guys want him to be in the movie because of his credit. Here's what we can this is what we're looking for now. So now his number can go from 1 number to a major number. But yeah, he didn't have no lines. He didn't. Oh, he has credit. And on a couple of them, he had a line and he sang. So anyway, just putting that out there. It's okay to have credit, having your name on something. If you're not getting the big money, if you're not getting the big recognition. What's the word? Recognize?
Reconnaissance. Reconnaissance. Resurrection. That is. Resurrection. It's resurrection. Resurrection.
Resurrection. Hobo. All right. Stop playing so much.
Recognition.
It's okay to be cool with the credit, man. It's all right. That's what I was thinking. I don't need no more solo shout out. I just wanted to get it out. I felt it. It was like, oh, say this.
No, you just saying something real good, actually, because we always talking to folks. And I know we're gonna wrap on time today because I gotta go. But no, you just said something real good. I think a lot of people, that they want to have their they want to have their name out there. They want to get plugged. They want to do these different things. They want to have all that stuff. And obviously, they want management. They want all that stuff. But, obviously everybody wants to get to some money. Everybody wants to get to the money. I get that. You ain't out here for free. Like, it costs to live. Yeah. Every day costs $200. Like every time you leave the house, it costs $200. Feel like so. Of course, we want to get to the money, and you want to make a living doing the thing you love. Yeah. But sometimes you got to what we call pay them dues. Like sometimes you just got to get your foot in the door. And I think I spent a long time getting my foot in the door. And then I decided, all right, my foot is in this door. I'm in this. My foot ain't just in the door no more. My foot, my leg, my whole body. I done started bringing other people in the door. No. It's time to start getting paid. It's time to start getting to better opportunities. It's time to start, but again, that comes on the strength of all of the years behind us. That comes on the strength of all the stuff that we've already done. Yeah. And we paid dues, and now we can get up on those dues. The problem is a lot of people don't want to pay their dues. They just want to get the benefit. They don't want to pay nothing in. And I don't mean that to say like you're supposed to just struggle all the time. And if God blesses you, your first time out, you pop, that's good too. I'm just saying, don't expect it. That's not a promise. That's not even the typical way it happens, So you just said some good stuff. As a manager, you just gave a good management perspective.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for. Try to help out in all aspects that I can. Whatever I can provide. But that's just real. Like, it's okay. Take the credit. That's for something that's major. That's big time.
Yeah.
It'll lead to something even major for you down the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what did you, and I know we got to wrap, you had mentioned before about what's the Western civilization and Eastern civilization?
Western civilization and Eastern civilization?
They were reading the word or something, the way you look at it, the way you perceive it, it was something.
Yeah. Well, just basically off the thought process that the Bible in and of itself, every document that's in the Bible, for the most part, came from an Eastern culture, and a lot of the clashes that you get is from Western thought. So even when Paul is expanding westward, like for instance in scripture, we don't have very much scholarship around no real historicity or anything around how the Bible spread south, how it spread east. Right. We have a lot about how it spread west. So Paul was from Tarsus, that's in modern day Turkey, that's west of the Middle East. When he goes into places that are in Greece, all that. So it went into Europe. So what he was doing was taking Eastern thought, if you will, like the Middle East, Christianity, I won't even call it Christianity, Judaism. It's a Middle Eastern thing, Israel, the Middle East. So this is Asian, if you will. This is Asian thought, like Eastern thought. And the way they think about stuff is very much community oriented. It's very much honor oriented, like you think of old Japanese movies, samurai movies, or Chinese movies. It's always about not dishonoring the family, not dishonoring the community. Death before dishonor. Like you would kill yourself in order to make sure honor of the family, because they see themselves as a collective unit. Whereas in Western thought, the concept is much more around the idea of the individual self, getting to know yourself. Who are you? All that. It's not to say it takes away community, but it always starts with self, where Eastern thought, and this is a very big overview. This ain't detailed.
Yeah. No, I know. That's why it's real quick, and I just threw it at you.
Yeah.
But I was trying to post one with it. So.
Yeah, because Western thought, thinks about stuff from individual standpoint first, whereas in Eastern thought, the concept is you're part of something, and you're taught that from a younger age. And so when you read scripture, if you read it from that perspective, read community automatically into it, you understand scripture a whole different way than if you read self into it, because it wasn't written to read self into it.
Yeah, and I've been seeing that a lot more, just how you perceive the scripture. And I'm saying that even with this part, because it may not just be about you and that project, but it could be about the project. If it's community oriented and you're a part of that, it can lead to something even major down the line. Yeah, that's why I just want to bring that Eastern and Western thought process. Looking at things.
Even when you think about the story of Abraham, right? And I'll move it along. But when you think about the story of Abraham, I brought this up before. The promise to Abraham was that the nations would be blessed through him, that he would have a son, and then through that seed there would be a lineage that he would have. The nations would be blessed through him. Here's the thing about that story. Abraham was never going to see that promise. We always think that the promise was the son. The promise wasn't the son. The son was just the mechanism to the promise. So the son had to happen a certain way. Isaac had to happen a certain way so that the promise could happen a certain way.
Yeah.
But if you get stuck on the mechanism, then you'll stop right there and bless God for that and think that was the promise. Here's the problem with it though, and this is why the Eastern thought thinks this way. This is an example of how Eastern thought thinks this way. Abraham was never going to see the promise of his seed turning into nations. He was going to be dead long before that ever happened, but his faith was for that to happen. Something that he was never even going to see. You got to be completely, like, I'm going to call it community oriented in that sense, like seeing yourself as part of something much bigger than yourself in order to be like, yeah, I'll put my whole life on the line for something that's going to happen 15 generations in the future. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus here, in Western thought, it's kind of like, no, I want my promise before I die. I want everything that's coming to me. I want to see it in the land of the living. What if God's giving you a promise that's really towards legacy as opposed to a gratification, a current and right now gratification, or something that's even for your life? What if God is setting you up for something where you're going to have to struggle and suffer through it, but your kids are going to benefit off of it, and they won't benefit off of that until they're 65 years old. You long dead and gone by then, but they're benefiting off of something you did. But like, can you see that kind of forward thinking when you think of legacy and all of that? We have remnants of that in Western thought. Think of life insurance. We don't just get life insurance just to pay for funeral expenses.
That's true.
Leave something behind so that your family can have something. You leave your will. You make sure the will is written up so that your family can continue on what you built. It's part of something bigger. If you don't see yourself as part of something bigger, then when you die, your vision dies. But if you lock in with God, if you lock in with that, then your vision won't die because it's part of something that extends beyond you. But you have to see it as such, because if you try to make it about you, you'll kill the entire thing. You'll kill that entire thing. So,
It's good, man. Love it.
Absolutely. Rich, lead the people with a word real quick. Lead with a little bit of a word.
People, here's our word I have for today. About again, like I said, life is choice driven. You will live and die by the choices that you choose to make. I got a hint for you. Choose life today. And know that the choices and decisions you make today will help shape your future. All right? Hey, listen, I pray that this be the best day you ever experienced. I pray that something was said today that encourage you to make it just another day. If I can get more time, if I can hear God's word, and if I can use my voice, my life will be better. I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.
Hey. Shout out Rich Holmes. And y'all, make sure you are subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you're following on Facebook and Instagram. Follow on those situations. Yeah, right there. So that you can get, you can be locked in with us in the morning. First thing in the morning is always good. It is a great way to start the day. I'm telling y'all right there, that's how we know we can end the show on a good note. When I see that comment, I know all is well. When Mama JP Rideout says it was a good show, another good show, that I know that we was on to something. So thank you for that, Mama. Listen, y'all make sure that you're subscribed, follow us, do all that stuff. We got one more show tomorrow for this week, and then we are gone for the weekend. And we'll be back next week with a whole fun. But make sure y'all lock in with us tomorrow. We're going to wrap up our conversations around mental health, a focus on that. I won't say we'll wrap it up forever, obviously. But we're doing that. But also this weekend, let me put this up here real quick so we can get out of here. Let me get this on there for you. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got the right one. The art conference with Dr. Robert Marshall. He was our guest recently. So we want to make sure you are aware of this weekend. All right. Friday, April 4th, Saturday, April 5th. That's tomorrow night. All right. Tomorrow night is the first night of the conference. I'm going to try. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to be able to get there tomorrow night, but I really am going to try. I think I might be able to swing over there for a minute. I would love to see you there if I can. Now, I know I can't make it there on Saturday, but that's the day of all the workshops and all the stuff going on. You might want to show up for that because it looks really good. That's the art conference with Dr. Robert Marshall. He was our guest day before yesterday, and man, was that a good guest. We're going to have him back for more of that conversation, but check that out, man. It's something to get involved with. And then I want to present to y'all one more thing. If you want to see ways that you can get involved in community, I told y'all the work I get a chance to do with Live Free Illinois, and we are going down to Springfield. We're doing some advocacy work. Let's see if I can find the right flyer. I want to have the right flyer for you now. I don't want to give you the wrong flyer. There it is. If you got nothing going on, 1 week from today, this right here is happening. It's a day of advocacy with Live Free Illinois. If you're in the Illinois, all right, so if you're in the Chicago area and state of Illinois, going down, we're advocating for ending permanent punishments, and we're advocating for our Community Healing Resource Center network to make sure that the funding that's necessary to get the healing to our community from our perspective, we're making sure that happens. So I want to put that out there for y'all so that you can see that. That's a week from today. I'm telling y'all, for real, and I really mean this. I mean this wholeheartedly. I would love to see like 2 or 3 lock stars go with me on it. I'm gonna bring it back up all this week. I'm gonna have Artenise come on. We're gonna have some conversation around why we do these kinds of things. But listen, I would love to have if I had just even 2 or 3 lock stars that showed up with me, that would be dope. I'm trying to get some folks to go down with us. We're gonna talk to our state representatives and all that. And if you've never seen what that process even looks like, this will be a good time to, see what that's all about. So nonetheless, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have been absolutely phenomenal as always. This is Zeke live in the morning, and you have found a great way to start your day. I love y'all. Mama JP said that it is another great show, which means that we can end this bad boy right there. I love y'all, and I'll holler at y'all later.